Welcome everybody to the 2025 Kenya National Chess Championship taking place at Westwood Hotel in Nairobi. Fantastic venue, fantastic event. I'm Victor Ngani together with
Ian King.
Ian King, and we are going to take us through this particular event. We are going to commentate, go through a couple of the games. Thank you very much, Westwood Hotel. Thank you very much, Chess Kenya. Thank you very much, entire team. This is Ian, the strongest national championship Kenya has ever seen.
Yes, that's for sure. In all our history, there's never been such a tight matchup. All the players are either former national champions or junior champions or multiple time corporate players.
Yeah, and actually we've been in for quite some time. The games have been running for a couple of minutes now. The pairings, Kyle Kuka versus Mehul Gohil. We'll tell you about the players in a short while. Irungu Brian versus Martin Joroge, Kenneth Omolo versus Oluka, Robert Makligeyo, Simiyu Jadon versus Shile Leni Mataiga, Kaloki Howie versus Magana Ben. What about the ladies, Ian? What's going on there?
The ladies, we've got Itha Karanja versus Kimani Wanjiru. We've got Julie Mutisia versus Madelta Glenda. Kaloki Zuri versus Nicole Albright. Cassidy Elizabeth Maina versus Jumba Gloria.
We are going to do what people do in events like this, commentators.
For sure.
Putting you on the spot, man. Who's your favorite to win? Open section.
Open section. The great CM Makligeyo. He's the former national champion. He's the current national champion. He's the incumbent, and definitely the most international experience at this point in time of the whole crew.
Ladies section.
Ladies section. Sasha and Joyce are very strong contenders.
Okay, so on my end, maybe I should get to be asked that question. Maybe you have to ask me first before I can hazard and just keep talking about it.
No worries. What about you?
I'm glad you asked. So first and foremost, I think something unique is happening in Kenyan chess now. We have this set of juniors. There is Jadon Simiyu. Yes, we'd say that Makligeyo is a junior, but in reality now he's already gotten out of that category. So Kaloki
driver.
These are all veterans. And I'm actually torn. Anybody can win this event. But I'm going to put my money on either Kaloki Howie or Jadon Simiyu. Why? Because I was with these juniors in the Africa Youth Chess Championship. And I know for a fact that Kaloki Howie was better than the current, the IM who won, this
nice.
Raphael. And it's just that he got into time trouble, but his play is amazing. And Jadon Simiyu has been very solid. It's hard. We also have Kyle Kuka. So these juniors, I'm putting my money on one of these juniors to pull an upset in the open section. And the ladies section,
for sure.
Ladies section, well, it's tough because again the juniors. I'm gonna go with the juniors. I know we have the veterans. Sorry, Joyce and Julie, you guys are my friends. But I'm looking at Cassidy, Bella, or Zuri. Those are the people whom I'm seeing may win this particular event. That's my prediction here.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll see how it pans out. Definitely, as you said, it's an anybody win situation. All of them are quite experienced in chess. All of them, their theories on point. They've all had very good runnings leading to this December matchup. That's because we've had a Grand Prix all through the year. Grand Prix, for those who are maybe not familiar, it means there were a series of tournaments all through the year in which the opponents had to participate and qualify to get to this stage. They were not handpicked. They were not. There was. This was won on merit, and definitely the strongest and honest matchup to get the strongest national champion team.
Indeed. Let us look at a couple of the players. Let's see who's playing in this event, introduce you to the players themselves. We're going to start with the first player we're going to talk about is Kyle Kuka.
Okay, Kyle Kuka. Well, he's a rising star. He's definitely conquered the junior national championship that was held, I think, was it October, November? Yeah, he won it. He's also fresh from Mombasa, the USA, where he had some learning experience with the Charlotte Chess Center. Those are where the Charlotte Chess Center is the home to the famous chess YouTuber Naroditsky, Daniel, who unfortunately we're still mourning. He went to the US for 1 year in a program collaborated by Chess Kenya, the Child Chess Center, and Gift of Chess. And so really strong skills that will come to show in this event.
That's right. And one thing you may not know, there's a time the Gift of Chess organized for certain international masters to come and train. And there was a simultaneous exhibition, I think 2 years ago. And Kyle, I think, either beat or drew the IM. And I think he beat the IM.
Oh, nice.
And he beat, the win was so unexpected. The IM actually thought that Kyle didn't win the game, but the truth is that Kyle actually won fair and square. I saw the game. He just didn't know how strong Kyle was. I think the IM owes Kyle an apology. Very, very strong player, fearsome, I must tell you.
That's for sure. And he's a junior. For those, we'll get pictures of them. We'll interview them after the game so you can see how young he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he's beyond 16.
No, Kyle is 14.
He's 14, yeah.
Kyle
He's
is 14,
14,
yeah.
yeah. So quite young. As you can imagine, he has the chance of being the youngest national champion. Yeah, he has a chance to be the youngest national champion ever.
Okay, and Kyle is playing the owner of 2 cars. So if you don't know this, the first prize for this event is a car.
Yes, a Nissan Note.
Not just 1 car, but now 2 cars.
Yes.
The ladies section has a car, the men's section has a car. And Kyle is playing the owner of 2 cars who has won 2 national championships in Kenya. And is actually a 3-time national champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And in 2014, 2019, and 2022, that's Mehul Gohil. Sure. And the 2 cars is won from chess to national championship. He's hoping to win his 3rd car. And Mehul is one of the best prepared players, I must tell you. He's I think he topped the the chess Grand Prix circuit.
Yes.
He had an event in Kiambu Open where he scored a TPR of, I think, 2600 or 2700 plus, yes. Which is absolutely amazing. Who's next?
Of course, we've got, you can't speak about Kenyan chess without mentioning him. He's been photographed and he's said so many times in local and continental publications. This is candidate master Ben Magana.
And I'm wondering, before we look at that, we can take a look at the game between Gohil and Kyle so that we can take it through the players as we go along. And Mehul is white, Kyle is black. We've just looked at these 2 players. This is the Slav. This pawn looks like it can be taken, right?
True.
It's a Queen's Gambit pawn. That's really where the Queen's Gambit name comes from. In chess, a gambit is when you give up a pawn, right?
Sure.
So 2 things, taking this pawn generally, it may happen, but you take it not to stick to it. You take it because you want to take your opponent to a place where players don't study much. In chess, people don't take this pawn normally because 1, you can't keep it. To give you a small example, if you're to take it, then the worst, okay, this is not like a very nice idea, but you can always come queen here and take it. That's not the plan. The plan is to control the center better. You'll probably not do it immediately because then you can run into things like this. So often what people do is they stop e5 by playing the knight out first. And then later on, now you cannot play d5 because that pawn just falls. But later on, they want to move this pawn. Sorry, they want to move this bishop here. This pawn, attack that pawn and win back their pawn. And always there's the possibility of a queen check taking back this pawn. So you generally don't want to give out your center pawn for this side pawn. It's a well-known system unless you're playing what are called the Queen Gambit lines, accepted lines, in which case you don't stick to the pawn. However, when you decline the Queen's Gambit, which means you don't accept the pawn, there is the Slav, and then these are sort of the main lines of classical lines of Queen's Gambit declined. Many things have been played here in the past. So Kyle chooses the Slav. Don't worry about the names. And this is all theory, knight f3. You want to develop your knight towards the center, control more squares, make the knight active, clear the back rank, get your pieces into the game. Development is very important, guys. Kyle does the same thing, brings out his knight towards the center, getting ready to castle. And again, in the opening, guys, the 3 most important things you want to do. 1 is to control the center, 2 is develop your pieces, and then keep your king safe, because everyone is hunting your king. So knight f6 makes it possible for 2 of those things to be done. Actually, all 3 of those things to be done. Natural move, pawn up to e3. So a lot of times people worry about this bishop and they feel that maybe it's better to move it out before you play this pawn forward, because now the pawn is not, bishop is not blocked. But Mehul plays these systems a lot, where he'll play e3. Later on, he'll play b3, puts his bishop onto this long diagonal. He's an expert in these lines. And also, if he doesn't play c4, he plays the Kole system, Kole Zukertort, where the instead of playing this sort of c4 move, you'll probably play knight out, bishop out, something like this, then b3, and brings his bishop here. So these are very nice systems as well that people can play, and Mehul is a very good expert in these particular lines. So he chooses, I think, sort of main lines. And here the two main options will be to go for the Catalan setup with g3, or bring where you put your bishop onto this diagonal, or to play e3 again, putting the opening for the bishop this way. Both of these are fairly solid and even lines. Now, there are arguments about not bringing this bishop out to early Ian. The reason is that in Queen's Gambit, in this Queen's Pawns openings, then when the queen comes to this square, for example, not in this position, it's attacking both that pawn and this pawn. And sometimes this can be very challenging to defend against. Fortunately, in a lot of these lines, you also have a move like this, which happens. It's a bit tricky here for different reasons because of the risks of your pawn structure. So you have to really study these small details a lot when you're studying chess to understand what you're doing. But I'm fairly certain these moves were played very quickly. You can see the time situation, and both of these players were very much in book. Knight f3, then giving up this bishop. Now it looks like the bishop is very powerful, Ian, because it's controlling all these light squares. But it's not just the piece itself, it's where the pawns are sitting. So if this bishop is to be taken, yes, it's bishop for a knight, but look at black's pawns, the light squares. That would have been almost like our bad bishop.
True.
Although I feel that in this situation, the bishop moved too many times, and therefore it's maybe I would say that in the long run, white may have a slight advantage. I wouldn't give up that bishop. Mehul played queen b3. This is thematic. When the bishop moves away from the square, this pawn becomes weak. So the b7 pawn, and that's what is being attacked there. So defended by the queen, getting your queen off the back square. c7 is one of the main squares for the queen in these kinds of openings. White takes the bishop, otherwise there's no point having moved the knight there. And g3. And this is a very solid move, guys, because then every attack along this diagonal is not likely to succeed. And you also don't have your pawn that can come and open on g3. All right, so what happened thereafter is knight developed, bishop. And Ian, you were looking at this position and you felt that there's a pawn hanging. Is there really?
No, prior to that, if you go back one move.
Oh, yes, because the queen can actually take on d5.
Yes.
So if I say play a random move like this, then this happens?
Yeah.
It's not hanging, is it? It is actually. It's hanging.
Yeah.
Yes. So we were debating this before, and Ian saw this hanging.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's why this was played. Now I think the threat is renewed. The pawn is attacked once again.
Yes.
Because this is a very nice attack. Again, knight out defends that pawn. And I think, yeah, this is where we are. And if you look at what we said earlier, the light squares are beginning to open up, especially with that pawn moving away.
Sure.
And these bishops may become problematic for black in future. Engine says it's equal.
Yeah, the engine sometimes, it requires you to play exactly like the engine for you to realize that relation.
Yeah. So what's the next game, Ian, and who are the players playing in the next board?
The next, we've got Irungu Brian on board 2, who is a doctor like you, the same field. And then we've got Martin Njoroge, who is actually a former national champion. So maybe I could give a brief of the two.
Yeah.
I'm lucky in that I've got very personal knowledge of Irungu Brian. He's somebody I've known for quite a while from the days he was at Anchor Chess Club. A junior who used to like playing sharp lines. We played a lot of blitz with him. Very, very strong player. He also went to Alliance, should be mentioned there. Let's see his brief from Chess Kenya. His brief from Chess Kenya says that he's a deep thinker with analytical precision. He has a calm approach, but hides a fierce competitive fire and expects solid clinical and intelligent chess. Definitely not an understatement. A very, very accurate player, very good at fast time controls, good collection speed, good sense of positional weaknesses, very strong player, and currently rated 1959, so definitely almost a 2000 plus rating. His opponent, we've got Njoroge Martin. He's at the 2021 Kenya national champion. He drove away with a car, beating the aforementioned Mehul Gohil, who won 2 cars. Very, very young guy. His trademark is the Rasta that he likes donning. And so he's known for his fighting spirit. Actually, one of his most famous videos is him saying how he's a Simba and a lion. Yeah,
He has a lion's mane.
Yeah, actually, if you go to the FIDE, the Chennai interviews when he was going for the Olympia there, that was one of the most liked African videos. So very, 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 very beloved. And he was the most celebrated Kenya national champion. I should also mention that. No, as in that was up.
But Martin is in a bit of trouble here, Ian. I must say that Brian Irungu has sort of gone a bit under the radar. I recently had someone say that his opening preparation is one of the best in the country. I don't know how true it is. I've not really had a chance to look at his games in depth. But you don't get to this level. I think he's now in the top 10 and he's, again, in the Grand Prix, been fairly solid. He's done very, very well. He's gone a bit under the radar because he's getting good results consistently, very thorough, good theoretician. And I like what his position looks like against Martin Njoroge. Martin Njoroge has, if you look at this position, there's a lot of harmony in Black's position. The White King hasn't castled. The pawns are, it's a bit disjointed. I don't know what happened here, Ian. I don't know. You want to take us through? I don't know.
This is honestly how Martin plays. It is always chaos, and then you suddenly hear you won, and you're like, let's go through the game to see what happened. So yeah, it's very chaotic. Even his games in India were similar. You couldn't really tell who was winning at some point, but then eventually you find him fighting, winning chances. Then he just converts. So let's see how we got here. So in game C4. Clearly aiming for a long game because he knows his opponent. You mentioned that he's known for his prep. Well, as I mentioned, he's from Alliance, and the Alliance crew.
Man, you just had to go there, Ian.
Yes, is it not mentioning that?
Let me tell the guys what Ian is driving at. Yes, Ian, I've had the question. Ian went to Alliance, Ian King. That was his school. He's sure. One of the brilliant guys. Okay, so if this is international, so that's one of the best schools in the world, Alliance, compared to any other school.
True.
In the world, I'm not talking about Kenya. And that's where Ian went, and that's why he's happing it here. So now we know Dr. Brian Irungu also went to Alliance. Same for Ian. Happy now?
Yes. Okay. But then there's a reason also mentioning that. That's just because of the aura factor or farming aspect of it. You'll notice that these people went to, there's a certain class of peers who went through and they practiced together for a long time. To this day, they still practice a lot together. Talking to people like Timothy Mwabu, talking to people like Felix Boyer. No, Felix Boyer is Stare. Talking people like Dennis Nyabuto. Talking people like who else? Ian Mutuge, Elvis Likoko. They made study groups and they usually make sure that they know their opponents. They usually have weeks in which they look at particular openings and variations. They even have entire books that they've written and stuff. So, like in their own personal notes and journals, that is. So, E4, so definitely knowing that he's playing a theoretical stronghold, definitely he has to go for the long game. C4 is said whenever you're playing such an opponent. Plays the correct move, E5, fighting for the center. If white doesn't take it, you take it. G3 was played. You can see Martin is really trying to keep his plans close to his vest. And Irungu is like, you know what? If you're not going to fight for the center, I'm going to fight for my center. I'm going to have a very simple plan. Put my pieces towards the center. You can see this is controlling that. It's also policing that square. The bishop is ready to come to c5. And the plan is simple. Bishop c5, castle, or maybe even bishop here and castle. So moves to bishop g3, the only sensible continuation. The bishop comes to, I haven't even seen this game before, but clearly, yeah, bishop c5, then knight c3, then castles. You see, it's a very simple plan. And then knight f3. Now here it's so tempting to push the pawn to e4, but you should hold your horses, and that's what he does. Oh, I'm liking this, guys. Yeah, clearly, very well schooled. He's open, then now pushes. Very good. Notice it was a bit premature pushing here, so you have to first get more pieces into the game. And now this move does two things. Now notice there was a misstep here by white. After knight c6, it was very obvious that this was coming. So he had to castle real quick so that this move doesn't come before his castle. So once that happens, now that happens, that's how we got that interesting position. Because now his knight has to dance. The option was either here or back home. Sorry, back home. And he didn't like the going back home idea. Because remember, this is a very high level tournament. You don't want to appear.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised that this happened in a game at this level. I think Martin, I think he's looking for ways to get his opponent out of theory, and that sometimes backfires spectacularly. I'm not sure. Like, but is that pawn falling? What's the idea?
Honestly, at this point, we don't really care. We don't really care if this pawn falls because we'll be up in development and it will compensate eventually.
Okay.
So we don't really care. And there are also tactics there.
Goodness gracious! That's a very easy one. That's a nice tactic that we just missed.
Yeah, we missed that one. But yeah, eventually, even this move missed, I think things are still good. Yeah, let's say black plays what? Let's even say that black plays, I don't know. You can't play here. No, you actually
question development, I think. So let's play a move like d5.
Like d5.
D5,
yeah,
D5.
Something like that. Let's see.
But it doesn't.
What it suggests. You can see. Oh, it's in +1. That's because the knight is here. This knight is what is running the party.
Okay. So what option? Let's see.
So maybe let's assume we didn't play that. Let's say pawn here.
Yeah, that doesn't look good now.
That doesn't look good at all.
Because you have temple on the bishop on c5.
Okay, so clearly we just missed this.
Yeah.
But still, not exactly. It's not a move we'd really go for, right? As in, because it just looks like a break in principles.
Yeah, you see, you're developed, so I think it's not bad. Let's see how it continued.
So of course he took. Now notice Irungu was said very good at tactics. Took, then knight, and then the knight is taken, and this position becomes very, very. Now the engine says equal, but practically, if this is your game one, you don't want this to be your game one.
For sure.
You don't want this to be your game one.
Yeah, this is your king is not castle. So let's say it continued because eventually there are further pawn moves that came up.
Yeah, so there was the knight taken there. Oh, and the engine on. Okay, there. So the queen adjusts to a safer position, then develops, but then just encourage black to strike through. Knight back, and then the pawn developing more pieces, the bishop, and now here can be so tempting. Now this is where some people go wrong. To push this pawn can be so tempting. But anyway, so the engine suggested move the queen back. But
that's a very hard move to play. It's like it's prophylaxis, really, because the idea is that you want to play something else after d4. What's that?
Maybe you're stopping.
Yes, you're stopping d4. The reason is, if you play d4 now, then this pawn falls.
True.
I think this is
without consequence. Yeah.
Without consequence. But again, that's probably the idea, so that d4 cannot be played. But that's a very hard move to find. So let's see if he finds it.
It's not the most natural.
It's not the most natural move. And in fact, what we're looking at is the English is a reverse Sicilian. Ian. If you were to how do I flip this one? Let me just.
Interesting.
Anyway, but let's just do this. Let's say we play e4, c5, then let's say knight f3, hyper-accelerated dragon.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Then let's say we play something like this, which is not like the best line. Then we see basically this is, yeah. Now if you go back to the Sicilian is one of the best lines for black. So what white does when they play the English is they say, okay, if Sicilian is good for black, why not play the Sicilian as white with an extra move? That's one of the key principles. And the most principal moves against, you said it correctly, is e5. This makes it perfectly the reverse Sicilian. Of course, the other ideas, you can play the symmetrical English. You can try and transpose to, other d4 lines like a Queen's Gambit, things like this. There are many ideas you can try. So in this case, I'm very pleased to find Irungu Brian Mwangi playing e5. I've tried this myself, but the lines are so deep and so many. I've decided, like you have, the theory here is like move 20 something. If you're not there, I think this is why Martin went for something different. This has become very popular lately.
Yes.
In the past, people used to play a move like this, d4, takes, and when this is attacked, then you don't play the natural moving move here. No, you don't play that at all. You actually play the knight back because of a certain d4 that can happen very early in this line. So what people tend to do is to take this knight back here, and only later then they'll bring the knight out. So these are very complicated lines that I've found to be quite challenging in many ways. So anyway, Brian played queen to f6.
Yeah, which is still winning.
No, not just making the money a little bit. I'm very surprised because guys, we're able to see every so often we keep the engine on and off. Every so often you can see what the engine says. I'm very surprised, that the evaluation is not worse for white by much. Yeah, but again, finding a move like this is extremely hard. It's an extremely hard move to find because you have to anticipate that this is a move that white wants to play. And then if this is done, then of course now you're losing a pawn. And this is almost, it's like a whole free pawn, better pawn structure, no compensation, where black has the pawn and the compensation, as Yasa Sarawan says. Great. The next game, Ian, we are having Ken Omolo versus Luca Robert Matligeo. You told us a bit about Matligeo. This young man, is he even 19 yet?
He should be turning 19 very soon. Got his driver's license. The youngest chess driver.
Driver's license and a car.
And a car. And drove. We should not report him to. Yes, definitely won the car.
We don't think that he drove his car when he won it before he was 18. That's not what we are saying. We are saying we don't know whether he drove his car.
He won the car.
Yeah,
that's it.
We know that he won the car as the best test player.
That's all we know.
That's all we know. Okay.
Yes. Definitely. So let's see his rap sheet. So over here, he's the 2024 Kenya national champion, a fearless tactician, and his story is beautiful. He started his chess journey at Logos Christian School. So mini chess, it's one of the pioneering clubs in Kenya. They began a compulsory chess program at Logos. And
it's compulsory?
Yes, compulsory.
All children have to
All children have to learn chess.
Okay.
And so every day you see the same way there's a maths subject, there's also chess. Yeah, so every day, and he was one of the kids in that program. And so he learned, this was under the leadership of Tony Sembei and Ronald Bolo. Yeah, Gideon Njenga, of course, is the proprietor of mini chess, but the coaches at hand or the ones on the ground were actually Ronald Bolo and Tony Sembei. Tony Sembei was actually more involved. Then after that, he got into Nacha, that is the Nairobi Chess Academy Club. Then went to Lighthouse, where he grew, started playing in the league from time to time. Then eventually sat down coaching with Joseph Methu, who became a national champion himself the previous year, right? So he's had quite the tutelage, and of course he's represented Kenya a few times. He's gone to, I think, to Ethiopia, not wrong. He's gone to Egypt, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
He has gone to quite a number of places. So really solidified his legacy as a formidable chess player. And now he's contending as actually the favorite because he's the highest rated of the entire crew in this championship. So definitely, and he's also a master. He also got his title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so very, very impressive. Let's see his game.
Yeah, it's quite interesting what you said. I think shout out goes to Logos Christian School. I didn't know this. Ian, I don't know how you know these kinds of things, but
I coached him a bit, so I know.
so to have this Logos Christian School committing to make chess compulsory,
Sure.
that is light years ahead. I think just this year, chess has been introduced in, I think, the curriculum, if I'm not mistaken.
Now for the public schools.
For the public schools, and many countries have gone, this route. So quite impressive leadership of.
Maybe we could also give a shout out to the other schools which are also having compulsory programs. We have NJS, that is Njiraini School. We also have Waridi, Waridi School, which is where Kagambi got the name of his.
Waridi Chess
yes,
Ventures.
exactly. We also have, which one? There's also, I think also KBA also have a
KBA school.
Yes.
One of the two.
Yes, so definitely, and these schools tend to do really, really well. And at Makini, there's also free games, free chess all week, all day for all students. So shout out to all those schools for supporting chess in really big fashion.
Amazing. And in that particular room, we must remember that a lot of the excitement happening in chess in Kenya is down to this chess federation. I think we have to appreciate our Chess Kenya president, Bernard Wanjala. The moment he came in, chess has seen, this is good leadership, guys. I think everyone watching from Kenya, we need to celebrate our heroes. And we do feel that Bernard Wanjala is a true hero. Recently, the juniors in Kenyan chess won the Africa Youth Chess Championship. It didn't just happen. It's taken many years of work, consistent support. And what we've introduced in Chess Kenya now is meritocracy. The best play. Like even this event, you win, you qualify openly. Nobody can dispute, because it's an open competition. Everyone can play, and the prizes have been very good. So giving thanks to the Chess Kenya office that's been there. I think when we see, in Kiswahili we say, ukiona vielea, jua vimeundwa. When you see it moving, you know someone has built it. And the Chess Kenya office, Wanjala, Willy, Roda, Wandera, the whole team, you guys, we owe you a debt of gratitude. Of course, with support from the ministry, leadership in Chess Kenya has been amazing, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, so I should also talk about Kenneth Omolo. Now, Kenneth Omolo is actually he has also a chess title called the Arena International Master. It's an online title given by FIDE to, initially it was designed to award those who are too busy with their work, who can participate in physical tournaments. And so he got that title. He's also a former national champion, I think 2015, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, back in the day, Kenneth Omolo was the monster. I'm telling you, multiple-time Olympian. This is a guy you'd just be afraid, And Kenneth is over 50, by the way.
Yeah, so, he's different as a real senior.
And he learned his chess
for sure
before computers were available in Kenya.
The proper way.
The proper way. Our stockfish then was Batsford Chess Opening Encyclopedia. And since you couldn't afford it, you couldn't access it, they made copies. Let's pretend. No, we are not going to say. We suspect, allegedly, they made copies of photocopied pages, and you'll go through your openings.
Legally acquired.
But for chess we're not going to comment on that. But that's what you could access in Africa.
For sure.
His rating went up, I think, all the way to above 2,100. Then he came back to chess recently after many years. And first a bit of a shaky start, he lost a number of rating points, but he's coming back very strongly. This is one of the strongest chess players in Kenyan history. He's a chess titan, Kenneth Omolo.
True. He's known as a solid strategist with excellent tournament discipline. He thrives in long formats, and consistency will be his key weapon. So that's what Chess Kenya is saying about him. Personally, I've played him a bunch of times. I know he's very good at capitalizing on tactical weaknesses. So now you're playing him, you have to make sure that your position is really tight and that you can maintain your concentration all through, because he'll keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. He's never the kind of player.
And so there's a guy you saw walking up there, by the way. If you didn't see him, that was him walking that. And when he's walking like that, it means he's confident in his position, but the engine doesn't agree.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, so definitely, let's see what went over here. We expect to see a situation where he looks for long maneuvering games. because he believes that's his forte. Whether that will be true or not, we can now assess from how he plays. Remember, Oluka, for the past couple of months, has been outside the country. He's been whooping guys in Europe. So his level of competition, or his accommodated level of competition of the recent months, has been quite high. This might be maybe the weakest. Much as it's a strong field for Kenya, this will be the weakest he has played in a while. So,
Man.
no, in terms of
I have to object when it comes to it, and just finish. I'll mark that down on my notes to object. You cannot.
sure.
No. Okay, fine. Okay.
because before he was not at 2100, but now he has a 2100. Really done Kenya proud out there. Anyway, let's see.
What's happening? Why is Ben Magana arriving at this time?
No idea. Maybe traffic issues or something.
And I do not know, because Ben hadn't joined. Ben Magana has just come in now. Have the game started? Let me see. Did his game start?
No, his game.
His game started. Okay.
It started.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's walkover time. Was there walkover time?
Let's just see if his game started.
Was there walkover time?
His game started. Okay. His game started. That's okay. We'll get back to it. So I've just seen him walking in, but I know he came in a bit late. So we'll see from the timestamps how that went. Okay. Back to Ken.
Now, I should mention this. Courtesy of his coaches, he's predominantly an E4 player. His favorite player is Fisher, and actually his nickname in Kenya is Fisher.
Robert Fisher.
Yes, that's his nickname. So, and Fisher was known for E4 test, best by test, yeah?
What?
Yeah.
Is that what he played?
That's what he played.
We are looking at this becomes a Black Madiema gambit. Yeah. It's a transposition to the Black Madiema, which is it unexpected or what? I'm not sure. Why would he play? This is bad. It can also be another line that has become very popular lately, Veresov Gambit, I think. Is it Veresov or Yurusov? One of the two. I'm forgetting the name. Yurusov. So this line, and then after this move, then there's Bishop G5. And this is a line, I was looking at it recently. Of course, the engine doesn't like it, but I've really lost a couple of games here. The proper Black Madiema Gambit actually goes, instead of Bishop to here, then you actually play this move. Sacrificing a pawn for development. I almost forgot, by the way, that this is a transposition that you need to be aware of when you play against the Scandinavian. It's quite interesting for the Scandinavian players. Anyway, but it would be very strange if Omolo didn't pick. I don't understand why he didn't do that.
There's something called aura, doctor. When you're playing the reigning national champion, you don't just rush to take free points. And clearly, you can see the respect he gives his opponent, playing d4.
Oh, that's bad.
And then, so f6 was played here. And then the bishop was played there.
Is this correct? There must be an error.
Yeah, Daktari, I know you're
there must be an error. No way. There must be an error in the digital.
Should we refresh the page? We can refresh the page.
I don't think. I think
if maybe.
Yeah, there must be an issue there. There's no way. That's not what happened.
That's what happened.
No way that happened.
Okay, I can see move 2 is that.
Let's see.
I can see move 2 is that. Right? If we move forward, yes, that's what happened, and that's what happened.
No way. No. If you pick with the pawn, what happens? What's the idea?
Pick with the pawn.
Pawn takes, e4.
I guess bishop c4.
I don't think that's a thing.
Bishop c4.
I don't think that's a thing.
The engine is saying something. The engine is saying something.
Yeah, but look at the evaluation. No, I'm betting you right now that there was a cock up from the Digitiboard. The Digitiboard had a glitch. There's no way. Just let's put Bishop c4 on the board.
Bishop c4.
Yeah, Bishop c4 on the board. Yeah, it's very simple. I'd actually play that move that's recommended, Bishop f5. Because that's what we do.
Bishop f5.
Bishop f5, double up on that, whatever. There is no Bishop f5. Just put it on the board, Bishop f5. That's it. And Knight 92, let's go to the line.
So there's something in new school chess where you sometimes you don't care about
e6,
the central pawns.
And then knight, and to play knight g3. Knight g3.
G3.
Knight g3, yes. Attack that bishop. Bishop moves back. Yeah, let's pin that guy. Bishop e7, and then knight d2. No, not d2. Knight c3.
Knight c3.
Knight c3. Does it work?
No.
It's bad.
It's still bad.
It's bad because we have c5, we have knight f6. No, there's nothing here, man. I think it's a mistake. There must be a mistake somewhere. I think there must be a mistake here on the DGT because there's no way that happened. Okay, let's see. Go back. Let's go back.
We go back. Let's see what went down. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what went down.
From move one, you can see the moves: e4, d5, d4.
Knight f6.
Yes. This all happened.
No.
And then e5. Yes, I know. Even this move surprises because I would also not play that move.
Okay.
I would also not play that move.
All right, let's see what happened.
Yes. Of course, the pawn was taken. That's for sure. Wait. Oh my God. What?
No. There's a mistake.
No, this is.
Yeah, there's a mistake.
This is
in the transmission. So guys, just ignore this. We'll not.
Ignore
There's
this.
no way this didn't happen. So
This
DGT
didn't
sometimes this didn't happen.
No, but it's still fine
This
because
did
the
not
pawn
happen.
takes. As it's still fine.
This did not happen.
Though it's a lot sharper for
This
white.
did not happen, guys.
White suffers more here.
This didn't happen. There's no way this happened. Ian, let's bet some. There's no way that happened. So let's move on, guys, to Simi Jadon versus Lenny Shile Mataiga. What's up? Tell us about this brilliant young man,
Okay.
Jadon.
Jadon, I like how Jadon has really come up. He's somebody who has really worked hard at his chess, and he doesn't even stay in Nairobi, which tells you that chess has really grown outside Nairobi. Nairobi has been famously the chess hub. He lives in Nakuru. Been very consistent in chess. His dad is the one who introduced him to chess. He's a lawyer, a very famous lawyer. He's actually the chairman of the Nakuru County Chess Association. I introduced him to chess. The brother also plays chess, Jerry Simiu. They play as a family. They maintain consistency due to the passion that the family has for chess. And then at some point, I think this is as of 1.5 years ago, Jadon started really doing really well. He had always done well, but he started now doing really, really well. And that's when the nation got, word of his talent. Then he joined Chess Kenya Elite, became even stronger. And then this has been his best year ever. He catapulted to the top. He won a certain tournament with serious assassins in the tournament, and he won and even got, was it 80,000?
This was the Nyeri event where he beat all the
Oh yes,
Sudanese.
it's called the Quavodis.
Yeah.
Was it Quavodis?
Quavodis, yes.
Yes.
Quavodis event.
Yeah, as in
Shout out to the Quavodis team, including the Archbishop Muheria. They've been very supportive of chess. And you know what Quavodis means?
No idea.
Where are you going?
Tell me.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it means where are you going?
Where are you going? You have to ask yourself, Ian,
where am I
what's your life? Where are you going? Where are you headed?
True.
Yeah, it's a charity kind of an organization doing a lot of good things in the community, empowering the community, building capacity. It's a really, really good thing from the Catholic Church. I think if you don't know who Archbishop Anthony Muheria is, then you really need to know your people. That's an icon of Kenya.
He's an icon of Kenya.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Very nice. And I hope his dad is watching. He's done some very good job. His dad actually at some point invested in taking him to Zambia, where he hardened, and he came back. So this has been his best year. He won that tournament, won a bunch of cash. I think it was 80,000 as a junior, that is. You imagine he was just 13. And
he's 13 now, by the way.
Oh, he's still 13, yeah.
He's still 13.
He's still 13 because it has been this year. And then he went to Russia for an event. What event? Which event? Was it the World Schools or which one?
No. This event is Intellect Academy Cup.
Oh, yes.
A very interesting tournament where they invite people from different regions of Russia.
Nice.
And the format was quite interesting because what they do is that there's a team captain, they're all juniors. Then the team captain plays a symbol against 4 other players.
Nice.
So Jadon was our captain.
Nice.
And in a number of those symbols, he won 4-0.
Nice.
I kid you not.
Nice.
4-0, I'm telling you.
Yes, so, really doing well.
And this young man has become the top. Just before this month, he was the highest rated player
in the country. 2143.
2143 highest rating. I think very few people have gotten there.
True.
He is now an FM. And he was playing in the under-18 category of the Africa Youth Chess Championship. He had a very rough start. He missed a mate in 2, I think, at some point. And I think that destabilized him. But he came back. He was actually finishing on the podium. I think he finished 4th or 5th.
Nice.
Final. And this is under-18 category.
Nice.
Against the like of now international master Rafael, Sharon, and also the other, Howie and the team. Is to be honest, he is one of the guys to watch. The dad told me the amount of time this young man puts practicing is a kind of time that makes a grandmaster. So let's
True.
watch him. I think his tie is going to shine bright.
And for those who are asking, what is so special about FM? It's the third highest title in chess.
FIDE master.
Yes, very, very, very strong. Okay, so let us see. E4, C5. Yes, is
He plays
I
an
forgot
idol.
to tell you, I coach him a bit. Yes, C5 definitely.
That's a
Yes,
flex
I know.
right there. That's a flex.
I was so proud to see this because, it's the only sensible opening after E4.
Really.
What move would you play?
Yeah, I play
So
C5
anyway,
as well. So
yes.
yeah.
So D6, then
The open
D4.
Sicilian.
Takes, very good. Takes. I remember looking at this game earlier, and I saw both sides just made very reasonable choices.
So this is the Najdorf.
Yes, the Najov. Then we've got E2.
Mhm.
Notice how he's playing injured moves. Yeah.
Yeah, these are.
This somebody who definitely practices quite a bit and knows his theory. Now it is. Yeah, so definitely knows his theory. You can even see the time spent here. Barely nothing spent on his side and some time here.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm certain that Lenny is very much in theory. Either he's doing, he was being, these psychological games, but these are the things that can come and bite you. Why have you taken 6 minutes to play the first 4 moves?
Yeah.
It's not a grandmaster tournament. Okay, maybe it's a future grandmaster tournament, but yeah.
Just a bishop e7. Look at the bishop. Okay. Here I was a little bit more.
Yeah,
I was thinking h3, but the engine is even suggesting a more aggressive line of this. Yeah. But anyway, bishop e3, bishop. Notice this guy is just playing injured moves. Notice that. And then knight there. Takes.
Is the bishop takes best? Let's see. Yeah, of course. And you see, there's a pawn hanging there, but it's a trap. You take the pawn on e4 here, and what happens? You take the pawn on e4, then bishop to b6, and then there's a fork and you lose your rook. Just go back a little bit. There's something you missed there. After knight d4, yes. So if you take the pawn on e4, no. The pawn, take the pawn.
Oh, this
take
one.
The pawn,
Oh, yes.
then bishop attacks the queen.
Oh, yeah, then
wherever
the rook is gone.
Goes, knight there, check, and you lose the rook. So that was a simple trap that had been set by the tricky Lenny Mataiga.
True. I forgot that there was a trap. Because normally when you're playing an opponent who intentionally played knight c3 to defend e4, whenever they move that knight away, you shouldn't simply assume that they missed it because they intentionally played it there in the first place. So that's why I probably missed it. Anyway, so there, yeah. So that trap, but definitely as black should not be thinking of taking pawns. Should be thinking of developing pieces. So bishop takes, then castles.
So this particular one, I'm not very clear about what happened there. And I think both players are off book at this point, and I'll tell you why. The first is, if you look at this pawn structure,
sure,
right? Who's better in terms of pawn structure here?
Ooh.
White.
On the king side, white.
Not both sides, actually, just the pawn structure in general. And the reason for that is very simple. In the pawn structure, we look for weaknesses, pawn weaknesses. Then we look for weak squares. And black has 2 issues. Number one is this pawn on d6, which is a backward pawn. You can't just move it with impunity, it can be taken, right? So that's a backward pawn, that's a pawn weakness. The second thing is, you'll notice that these dark squares are a bit weak. So you'd think of this being the main issue. Now, what's the problem with the backward pawn? The pawn itself needs other pieces to defend it, but the bigger problem, guys, is actually the square in front of the pawn. Because then pieces can come here with impunity, right? So if a piece comes in, then it can be taken. So I'd want to keep this pawn in an open file, then bring my rooks later on, try and attack it, maybe remove this knight and occupy this square. So the reason why this move is not a good move in my view, if I am to think about it directly, is because then when this is taken, you must take by a pawn, and now this is protecting, I don't know where you go backward. Now this pawn of mine acts like a nice protection for that pawn. And secondly, I can't occupy that square anymore. So I'm not very sure that was ideal. And then secondly, the fact that black took with the bishop is not good. If you look at, this is the bad bishop, this was a good bishop. So this bishop is lost. And immediately, I'm not a very big fan of that kind of a decision. The engine says it's not too bad, plus 0.5. But practically speaking, these are the small decisions, guys, that may make or break a position. Yeah, so that I don't think those were good choices. Okay, because now White has a bishop pair out of nothing, and they've been forgiven for moving a piece to d5 too early. If the white bishop was available, now you see those light squares, how complex they are. Yeah, it's kind of...
True. Though I should mention, the difference of opinion came in terms of possible future plans. So there's the long-term weakness, and then of course the piece dynamics. So pawn structure can sometimes appear weak without factoring in future dynamics. But in this position, already with this installation, there is no need to go into that. But later on, the reason I was suggesting the king side being better is because long-term pawn pressure can be applied on black's king side, whereas it's not so easy for black to do the same. And for black, it's almost nothing being played. Mostly have to be defense. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we can. Okay, how does the game progress after that? Takes castles, and then white castles as well.
Okay, just 1 second. Maybe you can continue the stream. I see what she's saying.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm seeing. Yeah. So here, the big demand from the position here is to actually go g4, because now black has castled. Let me turn off this engine so you can. And your key idea is maybe bishop will come, queen will come out here, you're going to castle here, you're going to push this pawn up forward, and there's a very easy free attack. Now, it's not so easy for black to counterattack. Normally, in these kinds of positions, the attack by black is, say here, this pawn comes in, queen comes to c7, rook comes here, attacking on the queen side. So it's not so easy in this kind of position. And who do we have here? It's the great Bran Kidula, who's hey, Mr. Bran, how are you, sir? Very fine, thank you. And I have a feeling that Ian has gone with the other microphone. There's a good chance you're hearing him. Don't say that. We are actually. We need to warn him that we can hear him. Bran, Ian, whatever you said in secret, we heard all of it because you had the portable microphone we are with you.
Busted.
But fortunately, Mr. Bran Kidula is here. Mr. Bran.
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. That's your nature.
That's my nature.
Anyway, great guys. You guys are doing a commendable job. I'm following closely at your theory, understanding of opening theory, which Victor has been a great advocate for. Why do you insist on that, Victor?
Man, why do you want to struggle figuring out things on the board while you're allowed to?
Do you have the time and the legs to indulge in understanding opening theory?
Depends on what your ambition is with chess. If you want to play chess as a hobbyist, then you can ignore it. But if you want to play chess seriously...
Now, let me ask you, how many people in Kenya are playing it seriously as something that they want to take up for it?
I'll tell you for a fact right now, the junior scene, now I'm being serious now, a lot of juniors have thoroughly taken up opening theory. Recently, first of all, Jadon Simiyu has been on the forefront.
Sure.
There's another young man called Davidson Mugo Wawiru. Watch out for that man. That young boy is going to crush people. He already crushed Panchol. In the Africa Youth, we were discussing some move 18 or so in the Najdorf, and he says, coach, relax. These are all theory. These are all things I know. And you look at... but let's...
There's a boy who came to the club, Kenya Motorsports Club recently, and then he's looking around 13, 12, the 11 there. I don't know if he's the one. It came with his dad. He was brought by, I think, Kijinji connect them to come over. So the club is just about blitz. So the first person he met was Oyamo. Now, going to Oyamo, let me just say something about Oyamo and Robert Makligeyo. There's a time when Makligeyo was trying to show his fangs in chess. So they met with Oyamo in a tournament. And then Oyamo was told to not play theory, talking about theory, understanding theory instead of finding the moves on the board.
Yeah.
So Yamo was told, don't play theory. So Yamo told me he took him to the forest, only to realize the guy lives in the forest as well. I'll never forget that. He was thoroughly beaten. Anyway, this young man came to the club and he met Oyamo. So Oyamo survived the first game on time. And the father says this boy doesn't play Blitz often, so he's trying to adjust. The second game, Oyamo gave up. He disappeared. Another
did
guy
go to
came, Amon Sain.
Uh-huh.
With all due respect to Amon Sain, a very good friend of mine who recently got married. So I think his chance is going to
Congratulations,
improve.
Amund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, he beat Amon 3 straight games.
Wow.
A young boy, Blitz, 5 minutes. No time was initial people thinking they should give him time.
Ian,
They talk
text
about
me.
Jadon.
Do not,
So the boy actually understands theory.
It can't be Jadon.
Even there's a time I was trying to
text
tell him
Dingy,
something.
find out who it was.
I told him, yeah, you should have done this. You know what the boy told me? No, but if I do this, what's the point? He'll do this and that. He was right. He was right. He was right.
He's talking about
No, we need to text Gidinji, find out who this young man was.
Let me show you his picture.
Who's that?
Maybe it's
Yeah,
the one.
please,
Let me
yeah.
just
who's that?
The young man that he's talking about who was at the Motorsports Club.
Oh, okay.
So we probably want to see, but the bottom line is this, guys. And look at someone like Abimanyu Mishra, youngest
Yes.
grandmaster. Fusino
Ever.
Oro is probably planning to beat that record. If you look at the level of opening preparation, they
Yeah,
can
it's
combine
insane.
mine, Ian's, Mehul's, and everybody else's, and that's what it takes, guys.
Yes.
Kenyan players are as good as any other player, Kenyan juniors in the world.
True.
The difference is we insist on, this is Faraja Mumo.
Oh, I know. Yes, that's Faraja.
Yeah, this is Faraja Mumo.
That's Faraja.
Another tough
He's actually the
player.
current under 10 African champion.
Yes, he is.
Wait, but I know the mother then. If it is Faraja Mumu.
That's Faraja Mumo. Yeah, so the number of children who are brilliant in this country is amazing. Shout out once again. When you talk about brilliant children, shout out to Chess Kenya. I think Wanjala, wherever you are, we are telling you thank you. I don't know what we can do because elections are coming up. You've done your 2 terms. You're going to respect the term limit. But we don't want to lose you from chess because chess has come along, Brian, because of what Wanjala and his team have done. We are very grateful.
Oh, they have done a commendable, piece of
commendable
work.
job.
It's
And
very exemplary.
these juniors, they have something to work for. When we went to the Africa Youth Chess Championship, all the sponsored children, I think they're almost 30 or 40, thereabout. All of them got, I think, 70 to 80,000 allowance, put up in a very nice hotel. You know, and it's been like this for years. So people aspire. If you qualify, you know for a fact you're going to some international events. You're going to get some money. There are some children making more money from chess than their parents are making.
That's for sure.
That's true, and it's such a beautiful thing to see.
And some are even paid salaries, the ones in the corporate teams.
Corporate teams, they're earning salaries. And
Not to lose the train of thought, you said about theory. You're a big proponent for this. So you're saying if you really want to take your chess to the next level, you have to understand theory.
You have to understand theory. Brian, how would you figure out? I don't know which. There's a line where, just for instance, let me just show you guys something here, just to give.
I'm hearing you throwing names here carelessly about opening lines.
Let's look at something that Brian, I'm not gonna go very complex.
Lens,
Oh,
lens,
man.
lens. You need to kill me.
Brian, what opening is this?
Hey.
The dragon, right?
Yeah.
Just standard dragon lines. Okay, so we'll just go through and just not do anything dramatic. We'll just play. This is all theory, guys. There's nothing really here to write home about. So we'll just play natural lines, and this move here. Okay. Is it this position? I think I'm missing something.
You want to ask us what to play next.
Yeah, this here. This has to be played. So in this position, this is played. This is played, and then this is played. See, there's a pawn hanging there.
If you take it, you die.
If you take it, you're not a happy man. Okay.
Because the knight has to run.
Take this guy.
And it looks pretty fast, this entire sequence.
It is a little bit. Now you're attacking this guy. See, the bishop is being attacked.
Right.
Wait, what's the threat now? I'm looking for the threat first.
You're attacking the bishop. You're gonna take the bishop.
But I'm gonna run away easily.
Yeah, where are you gonna run to?
Let me show you.
Uh-huh.
Let me show you.
Show me.
There's a kid I
I
was
like that.
training. There's a kid I was training one day, so he tells the brother, "Coach does not mean that run away. You take the pizza. He took the pizza and ran off with it around the house." Okay, let me see where it ran away to. D4.
Yeah, d4 obviously, because there's this very powerful bishop. You can see that very powerful bishop. So you want to dilute the impact of that. This is a natural move. Your coaches will teach you, and of course also teach all the children, right?
This honestly, don't look at this line.
No, not to look at the line, but
Yeah.
just principles like of
What
chess.
the position demands,
What position says there's a very strong bishop here. Your bishop is attacked. You can't allow this bishop to continue dragoning around.
True.
So if you're thinking about chess, this is a move you're going to play. But if you study theory, you realize this is a blunder because of this move. Okay.
Oh, because you can't take with the queen and take with the king.
Look
There's
at the
bishop
valuation.
f5.
Look at the evaluation. And
Yeah,
it's a double rook sacrifice. Double rook sacrifice. Like, there's no way you're figuring this out or whatever. And I hope, guys,
Yeah.
you're paying attention to what I'm saying. There's
Wait. This has hit me.
Yeah, this is all this is theory. Total variation of the dragon Sicily.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, so these are
You can't take with the queen or king.
you can't take it.
you can't take with the queen, of course, because you lose your queen there.
And you
Of
can't
course,
take-
you can take two rooks for the
And you
queen.
can't take with the king also,
You can also not take with the king, of course.
because the bishop.
Bishop comes check, and this is even worse. So you have to take with the bishop, right? There's no, I mean, but what's the big deal? Queen takes. Okay, where can
And you now can't take the bishop, because now the pawn comes.
No, you take the bishop.
I'm saying you can't take that. Oh, actually you can. You can actually.
No, there's check and then the rook will come.
No, actually you can.
The rook
because
will come.
because there is the
No,
rook.
the rook will come. Check. The queen has to be lost. Oh my God.
The,
If you block now, there's mate actually. There's mate.
no, because there's bishop f5.
No, not bishop f5. Just mate on.
block with what?
Mate.
If you block this way, there's bishop f5. Yeah.
No. The quick method is just queen captures b2.
Just take this.
Oh, queen.
Oh, take.
sorry.
Oh, and then the rook come. Wow, you just bulldoze your way through.
Yeah.
You'll just bulldoze your way through. Okay, interesting.
Okay, so this is all, like, this has been worked out. You can't work this out over the board, guys.
So
Sure.
Ian, if I met you and you played bishop, I'll think.
But I will not get into this
So,
position. I will not get into this.
I'll think you have neutral as meta.
After this, there's a second
Rook that comes.
rook sacrifice coming up.
Sure.
And I don't know if it happens here. It does. Yeah, second rook sacrifice. This is exactly what happens. This is the line.
Oh, and then the bishop dies.
And I've known this line.
Me. Okay.
I've known this line for the longest time. But
Here you go.
so Ian, no, before you go, Ian, I want you to now, have I convinced you? Uvuke sakafu komendo aste kwamba opening preparation is important. Now, here's the thing.
In fact,
Here's
it's
the
me
thing.
also to
Listen.
Vuka.
If you meet a grandmaster child, like an 11-year-old from Russia, they play like this, you think, hey, that boy is strong. He didn't calculate a single thing.
He knew what to
This
do.
he knew from home. So why do you want to
Every
handicap-
Russian schoolboy knows.
Why do you want to handicap the Kenyan children and make them figure this from home and over
On the board.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
So a lot of chess.
Actually, I've never said opening theory is bad.
I'm not. I agree with you. I'm just. It's Brian. Okay.
I haven't said it's bad. I've just been questioning
Why
why
are
we
these guys
should.
running away?
No, I'm not running away.
who's-
I know it's good. It's good to know opening. I've just been asking. Are we at that
my only-
stage where we need to do a lot of theory?
We have. If your child, and this has been asked, that you're teaching theory too early. True. If your child is playing chess for 1 year, 2 years, then maybe you need to teach basics understanding of chess.
Sure.
But after 2 years, these children are already strong enough. These are veterans, and they're being serious, and the competition is not sleeping.
You know, in 2014, I talked to RB Ramesh when I started up doing chess academy stuff like that. So he told me when kids are in school session, they should put in at least 2 to 4 hours every day. That's what he told me. Now, when they're out of school, they should put it between 6 and 8 hours every day. And I said, my goodness, to be at the top there not easy. It's hard work. Now, interesting fact also is the current world champion in 2014. You know, Aguda Luanga played within the same category under 8 at the World Youth Chess Championship in Durban, South Africa.
Really?
Of course, I was there as the national team coach. I can tell you for a fact. Just go check chess results. What has happened in the last 10 years? That Gukesh now is the world champion, and Aguda Luanga, one of the top players we have actually. They were the same under 8 category. Pragrananda was playing for India under 10 at that time. So it's this hard work.
It's the work ethic.
Actually, it's the work ethic.
Yeah.
The parents are about to sacrifice a lot in terms of training course and everything. Anyway, yeah. I agree with you, Victor. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm hearing some noisemakers in the background. Dennis, you guys are commentating, I see. Sorry, guys, we can pick up your conversations. It's a bit loud. Yeah. So anyway, this is a game between Simiyu and Jadon. Simiyu and Lenny
Mataiga.
And Jadon has taken quite some time thinking. I think, and one of the risks of doing a lot of theory is that then when a theory ends, you may not make the best. Like here, this move is not typical. I think he may not have remembered what to do here.
Oh, that knight d5 is not
D5.
correct.
So you must go back to principles, and switching can be very difficult.
Yeah.
Mastering that art. So here he took with the bishop, which I think is not a good move. But this is what happened, and I think he's missing his light squared bishop. If you look at the light squares, it's a pretty unpleasant situation. So this pawn could fall. I think it can be rounded up easily, and life is not so easy. That's why Jadon has taken 49 minutes in this position. It's not 49. It's taken about, let me see how long it's taken so far. It's almost 20 minutes so far thinking about this position.
And that knight doesn't have a very good square to go to anyway.
No, it doesn't have a good square to go to.
Yeah.
The next game we need to look at is the one between Kaloki Harvey and Ben Magana. Tell us about these two guys, Brian.
Kaloki.
Maybe, yeah.
I remember seeing some time back in 2018 when we had invited KCB in South Sea. He came there with Zuri when they're looking young, innocent kids. I didn't know they were going to morph into the monsters they are today. But again, his rise has been very defined clearly, and he has been doing very well. I've been following a few of his games, and I wonder who this boy is and what has inspired him so much. And I'm happy with what they're doing. Now, being facing Magana and holding his own, Magana is that monster wouldn't want to face anytime, anywhere, on the board especially. When I came back to chess after 11 years of break, I remember it was the national championship qualifier. Magana told me, I met Magana round 4, I think. Where have you been all these years? You think you can just go and come back? If you survive up to move 10. It was very intimidating. But anyway, he had to force a draw. He had to find perpetual draw. So what does it tell you about me? Anyway, that's not the point. Oh, this boy is good, and I'm liking the fight that he's taking to Magana. A very great player, a very humble person, a very nice guy. And I think, okay, I wouldn't take such things, but I think he has expanded on the king side. He looks safe. He looks happy. His style of play is just amazing. So I'm seeing he's holding his own. To me, honestly, if I was playing Blackie, I'll feel as if I'm exposed. Just seeing the king side weekend. And I'm thinking with time, I'm even...
Brian, I'm surprised that Ben Magana had to force a draw.
No, he did. Ask him.
Yeah, no, okay, Brian, you're the local GM. You definitely...
In fact, what happened, he picked a rook for free on A1. I let him pick. He thought it was a mistake. He picked it for free. He had to return it and he had to force a perpetual.
Guys, if you're not aware, Kenyans are very proud people. You had Ian King, the Alliance guy. Now you're hearing the local grandmaster, Brian Kibila himself. He's saying that he's saying that the rook was picked for free. He sacrificed the rook,
yes,
making Levi Rossman proud.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
in this, he's
Magana is so much down on time, right?
Well, he is, but let me tell you what it is. What the situation is for me. He came late.
Well, let's see. What would you play if you're white? Yeah,
well, it's tricky, and this is. I think he's thinking about e5. That's why he's taking a long time. Here he's thinking about the move e5
to open up for the bishop and the queen battery maybe later on in the game.
Well, not really. It's just that because if you don't do that and you just bring your bishop back like this, then you feel that you're being squeezed already.
You're suffocated
already.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is to try and
he's trying to look for counter forward,
because if this is played, then there's an in-between move here, which can do a lot of harm. So this is probably what he's contemplating. So he's asking himself, what will happen if I play here? Fortunately, Harvey has this move because now if you take this pawn, takes back with the... Wait, what? I thought we'll take back with the bishop. Okay, that gives them the chance to escape. This is a bit tricky, by the way. So this is what he's calculating. And Magana will find the best moves, I think. There's a good chance he'll play e5. Very good chance. That's what he's going to play.
So you say that could be the best move he has in the
This- 'cause
position.
it's
Looking for
it's-
counterplay. Yeah?
Counterplay, exactly. It's not only the most, it's the move that creates most complications. And Magana is very good at these kinds of complications. Even though he has less time, he's going to do something. So against me, Ben Magana plays like a grandmaster. He's one of the grandmaster slayers.
He singled you out.
I'm telling you, he has crushed me so many games. I was thinking I'd be commentating here with him maintaining his score. Before Nakuru Open, I had lost every single competitive game I played against Magana. Every single one throughout the time. And I couldn't understand how that happened. So, fortunately for me, in Nakuru Open, I was finally able to beat him, and now I can at least rest easy. Every other player.
Let me ask before that, Victor, with your vast
Very humble.
opening knowledge, I've always wondered what goes wrong.
Well, actually, Ben, what happens is that people are preparing the opening. Like Ben Magana, consistently, I would play a game up to, I know it up to 18. I'll give an example, actually, if allow me to just be very direct about what happened. This is a line we played with Ben Magana over time. I've lost almost every single game that I've played here. So I'd play here, he plays this move, I play here, this is what we play. This is...
You're white?
I'm white, yes. Then here. So in this instance, I think he played... okay, there are many lines here, but
find this.
we got to move 18.
This theory, yeah?
They're all theory, yeah? This is all standard theory. So we got to move 18 here, and I'd looked at it up to move 18 thereabout. He looked at it up to move 20. So after I made a mistake, he told me, no, the main line is this one, Victor. And again, so what I did different in the last game is that now I played a line I don't normally play against him. I looked at something different because then I know he's prepared. He knew everything was going to do up to move 30. So I for the first time, I actually varied. You know, you're a strong player when you force me, Victor, to change my lines.
Wow.
And I did for Ben Magana.
Did you change on the board or you
No, I
changed
changed
before the game?
the night before. You can't change on the board. You have to still do opening prep. So I prepped something I know Ben wasn't aware of. So that's really what happened. Now, back to this game. So Ben Magana is one of those very strong players. And by the way, guys, I'm not a weak player when I'm telling you Ben has crushed me every single game. My highest rating is 2032 in Kenya, which is very good. National champion 2018 as well. Let's do the flexing thing. Chess Olympian. I've beaten an international master just last year. And even Blindfold King was losing to me. Of course, I blundered later. But
Garayev.
Garayev, yes, it's on YouTube somewhere we were doing. But he's, of course, he's a super GM. He won at some point. I made a tactical blunder. But so when Ben Magana beats me all the time like a baby, it's because he's very strong.
Garayev came to the club and beat us all blindfolded blitz.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. Blindfolded. I asked him, are you sure this time is enough? Oh, this is a lot of time.
I didn't play.
You're a waste man.
Actually, I'm the only one who got a draw against him. When it was my turn to play, I offered a draw before making a move.
Waste man brand. Okay. So,
Wait, but that exhibition for the Blitz, yeah? There's a time he was losing to Oyama. Then he asked the arbiter to stop the clock. Then he asked, what do you mean I'm losing? What is the problem? It took us 9 moves back, blindfolded. All of us who were looking at the board could not remember the position. Then he said, here you said this move. He had the wrong thing. When he said, there's a piece there. He cannot move it.
48 points.
135, drew 7, lost. Drew 6, lost 7, I think. Drew 7, lost 6.
Brian, how old are you?
I am experienced. I studied opening theory. Actually, I just turned 57 on Tuesday this year.
Wow.
December 23rd.
Okay. So Blindfold King, he actually engaged some memory processes in preparation for that feat, and he's an icon. And Ben played by the E5. E5 had been played. That's what I was expecting, as opposed to the main line, because that's the most challenging move in the position. His opponent is called Barry Hawi Kaloki.
Yes.
Guys, this young man is one of the favorites to win this event. I'm telling you, I saw his game in the Africa Youth Chess Championship, and I know he has what it takes. I think what he needs to do is to focus and be consistent and spend his time wisely, which I think he has in this game. Though, when did Magana start his move? Let me see. I think he came in, 16 minutes off. So
still you spent some time.
He spent some time thinking. This was the London system. Magana staple. Now, in the London system, I don't prefer playing knight f6 immediately. In fact, that's the reason why I play e4. I'd play d5. Sorry, I'd play d5. And now, if bishop out is played, then this is what's going on, guys. My mouse skills are poor today. I'd play c5, and I only play knight out when this knight comes out. There are very many.
You played your knight out after the knight has come to f6.
Knight has come to f6 because you need to have a tempo to come and attack this pawn in certain lines. So again, maybe it's time to Brian give you a bit of opening theory. How much are you paying?
I'll pray for you.
You'll pray for, that's even better. That's the most expensive thing. Okay, fair
Move
enough.
add the R to the
So
table.
here, I'll explain what's happening. So the London system, basically, what white players want to do is they want to put the pawn here. They want to bring this knight out, bring this bishop here. They want to castle and, just keep life very simple and very easy, right? Now, what's the problem, Ian, with moving this bishop out too early? What's the problem, especially? What's the drawback of getting this bishop out when you play this?
In this particular line?
Yeah, in general chess. And the best way to
Okay,
look
there's
at
the queenside weaknesses.
yeah, exactly. And the same reason why in this...
But it's a pet operator for many Kenyans.
This is not a good move. Why?
The same thing.
This pawn.
Yeah.
The same thing.
So this is like a reversal of that particular Slav line where you play, let me see, bishop out. And now you actually play c5. c5 is doing two things, of course, attacking the center, but also opens for your queen to come and attack you. And this is a thematic issue. So when this is played, first you bring your knight out, and then the queen...
Maybe Victor, it's good to explain to those who are watching maybe why knight behind the pawn is good move.
Yeah, so, well, I will come back to that. Ordinarily, this knight would come to this square because you want to have this pawn break. Like you want to attack the center. Now that this pawn has moved, you can bring a knight out to c6. Maybe we'll get another opportunity to explain that in a different line. But here, black plays this knight out first. I'll explain the reason why. You make a nice triangle. This is your system, guys. And now the queen comes out attacking this pawn. Now, if these two moves had been inserted, so this is not correct, guys. I'm just adding these two moves to explain a point. If these two moves were in, then the queen normally comes here, attacking, protecting the pawn, attacking this queen. We push, attacking the queen. You don't want to take, because when you take, then even if you try and stop me, I'll still push my pawn 2 steps.
Yeah.
And you can't take twice because this rook is hanging here at the end, right? So instead of that, and if you can't take, then let's say you try and castle, I'll take here. And when you take back, now you have 2 weaknesses.
Yeah, backward pawn on the isolated pawn.
Backward pawn, backward isolated pawn, and this pawn is already being attacked. You can see it's very hard to do anything about it. So life can be very miserable. You don't want to play a move like this. This is just losing.
You don't want to push it forward either because of the
b5.
B5
You can't push it forward as well because b5 is coming in. So these are things you learn from opening theory. So so this is part of the reason why in this position, when the queen is attacked, you don't take that queen, you come back here. Then, let's take off this engine. Then there's this move here, which is, oops, that bishop is not protected again. So the queen can take it, of course. But when you take it, you leave this pawn, and the rook is hung, rook is falling. Nothing you can do to save this rook. This rook is falling. And you can see that black is better, all right? So, why is it so important that these 2 knights are here for this line to work? If we go back a little bit and take these 2 knights back, now in the situation where the knight didn't go forward and we came here straight away, when this is played, queen comes back once again, and now if you try those funny things that your ancestors taught you but not very well,
you capture.
You can. This time, white can pick. Same thing, rook can't be protected, but there's this move. Now when you take this guy, now there's this move.
Protecting
the
threatening
knight, threatening this guy, then this guy. You can't even bring this rook
because
here,
of the bishop.
because the bishop will take it. So,
and by the time the queen captures on a2, you are busy trying to castle. The bishop will capture.
No, you can't take on a2. Taking on a2 is suicide because I'll take it. I'm attacking the rook, attacking this guy.
You can defend.
You can defend. This is lost. So you cannot touch on it. What you can,
yeah.
the only move in this position, if you ever find yourself in this losing position, guys, only move is to do this.
Long castle.
Long castle.
That is wrong castle.
Wrong castle, and then bishop takes here. This is all theory, guys. I'm not like miraculous. I'm just teaching, and giving you the reasons why. So instead of going into that losing position, then there's another move you can play here. And this is why...
Take the pawn back, okay.
So this is played, and now the reason why this knight was important, let's now put them in, is because now after this move, this happens, you can't take here because the knight is protected. Yeah. Very simple nuances for opening prep. Anyway, we didn't go through that line. Now, Barry played, this is also a line by the way, he played knight f6 immediately. Now knight f6 immediately is fine, but for the kind of activity I'm looking for, I don't find it compelling. Okay, but it's a line I'm sure he knows against, because there are many other things that white can play against the c5 system. Or now it transposes perfectly. Knight c6, very clever move. So this move takes away
the sting of that.
Exactly.
Because he'll move the bishop out.
Nope, he'll actually just take here. Yeah, this is the idea, and it's surprisingly very difficult. There are many sacrificial lines here. The pawn structure looks very bad, but really no longer when you pick here, you're not attacking anybody. Yeah. So white is super happy. And this is also a line, by the way. So this early knight.
Victor, at this point, I was thinking, why not bishop can't go to d3? It will be attacked. Okay.
No, you can maybe.
It can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
So this is also solid play. Let's see what they. Also perfectly solid play. This is all normal, and this is the main system against the London. You want to attack this bishop, and maybe if you can to your bishop on the other side. Always, yeah. This is standard chess, and you can see like this move is not natural, guys. And that's what Barry plays, meaning that he's very much in his opening prep.
To be fair, he had no choice. To be fair, like if you go back, as in if you don't play that, what are you playing? Because this is coming G4.
Yeah, G4 is coming.
To be fair,
yeah, and you can't play this.
Yeah, that's a bit.
This is rush. Okay, so maybe it's forced. Yeah, you're right. That's forced. Really, nice. So, where else did we go? Sorry, where did we got to this position here? Yeah. Bishop out. Takes. Bishop out. Castles. But there's a lot of weakness on.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. There's a lot of weakness.
There's a lot of weakness on black side.
King side.
You don't agree?
Good. Okay. For me, weaknesses are what you can exploit.
Yeah.
Yes, they might look weak, but look at most of white's pieces, as in they're not conditioned to, before you marshal an attack to exploit the weakness, black would have done something or would have found ways to remedy. So long as if these pieces are a little bit more active, then maybe we could now worry a bit more.
So let me make a move.
It's just good to spot the weaknesses.
Let me make a move like this, or even that doesn't do anything.
Yeah. That doesn't do it because it's still not doing anything.
It was the plan.
Now, the queen is already in place, as in, the queen is already in place. So after that,
no, not before. Put it back. So whose turn is it? Before the queen, they are victor. Okay.
Yeah, but this is very slow. But the idea behind this move was to stop knight before and attack those weaknesses along those lines. So it's all, Ian, you're right. You've spoken like a true grandmaster. Grandmasters say that a weakness is only a weakness if it can be exploited.
True.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay. So Dennis, when he came, he was trying to steer us towards the Martin game. Apparently,
there's something that's happening.
Yeah, I think you had the conversation that was happening there, right?
Okay. Let's see.
This camera. Oh, sorry.
So Barry's time to think. Go ahead and add it. You need the mouse. You can't use the touchpad. Okay. In the meantime, let's then look at. Let's just set a game here. Then
and then we need to move a little bit faster because we haven't yet
touched the ladies.
Yeah.
Which is where we are going now.
they might feel,
Left out.
especially that we're old men here. This was not by design.
What about the Njoroge game? What was happening?
Let's
tell
just
us
look.
what
Let's
happened.
just look at this game first. See what has happened. The Njoroge game.
Yeah, let's just look.
We
at it.
felt that Martin was in trouble at some point, even though the engine looked equal. And then
Yeah.
King said that Martin is very good at getting
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah, if somehow survives, then he's okay. Then you just hear he won. and
Look,
you're
he's,
like,
look, he's
Yeah.
castled.
he's cancelled. And not as much as it is bad, it is still bad, but at a lower degree.
Look,
as
at,
it
that, look at that move.
Yeah, it's a very this is now a typical Irungu move, where
Oh.
he usually tempts you into making some very let me see.
Did that suck happen?
Of course, this is Irungu we're talking about,
Eh,
man.
he sucked
This is
us.
Irungu we're talking
He
about.
sucked the root. Not
This is
Oh, okay. First, you can't. It's not a suck really,
because
if you
the
take it,
yeah the
this is hard.
yeah
But the night suck was better, surprisingly. This is what the engine is saying.
I thought the knight sucked. The knight.
Night suck is better.
The queen cannot.
Yeah,
pick
'cause you sacrifice
The
less.
queen cannot pick because of the.
if you can sacrifice something, sacrifice little.
The piece. The baby.
Yes.
So after that check, you have to move, and then I think. the
Yeah,
knight-
just move because you don't want to. This bishop wants to come and do some nasty things.
Just move the king.
Here, so you don't want to trade it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. But that bishop is very strong, guys.
Which
Look,
one?
this one.
No, you just see it with c6.
Mhm.
Go away.
Okay. Now he's attacking my knight.
No. Yeah, so bad things. The reason why it's bad things is because you see for white, these two pieces are out of the game pretty much. Everything in black's position is aiming towards the king. The king is already open.
So, Ian,
Mhm.
class time Brian.
Plus,
Why to play?
No, let me or not how to play.
it's
It's just to analyze the position. How do you say? Why do you say one is better than the other? So there are a couple of things you're looking at. There are 5 things actually. The first is material. Who's better in material? This material is equal, isn't it? No, white has an extra. White has an extra pawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's equal. Equal pawns. The second thing you want to look at is pawn structure. And pawn structure, there are a couple of things: weaknesses and weak squares. So really, there's a backward pawn here. White has 3 pawn islands. Isolated pawn. Black's pawns are perfect. Then there are these weak squares. Although there's a bishop here defending those squares, this is backward. It can be moved up, so it's not really fully backward. This pawn. Then, in terms of king safety, is the next thing that you're looking at. And here goes without saying that the king safety for white is terrible.
suspect.
The next thing is piece development. And piece development, obviously, this is home, this is home. The next thing is piece activity. And then you just want to compare like for like. Okay, material balance. There's this knight versus the bishop. That's a big imbalance we have. But this bishop is home. This knight is fairly active. The only thing is that it's attacking this square. That's very weak. Then the last item is knight outposts. If you can get an outpost for this knight. So just look at those factors. That's it. When someone says my position is better, that's what it means. Either king safety, piece material, pawn structure, piece activity, nice outpost development. That's what
Look
it
at
means.
also open lines, you know.
Yes, so here, even though material is equal, white is completely lost. Weak pawns, unsafe king, underdevelopment, less activity. This is Agona. Mark that, guys. And
So
run.
what was played here?
No, this is not. This is us. This is not the real game.
Oh, okay.
The real game went like this.
Look at that
Ooh,
move.
really?
Still insisting.
On
Look
sacrificing
at that
material
move.
for the fans.
No, it's a good move.
No, you can't take it.
Because you see, the rook on a1
Why
and
can't you take it?
okay, because you're just
Or you're
killing
checking
yourself,
yourself.
as in that king is too weak.
Look at the queens are running away.
As in, actually here it's even confusing which one to play. H3 is tempting, but I'm guessing maybe even rook e6 was maybe even more important.
Rook.
Yeah, then this is just game over. Queen down,
Rook down is mate.
or rook down is mate.
Rook and queen, actually.
Yeah,
Wow.
as in, yeah,
Wow.
so
These guys are not playing. These guys, okay, they're playing. These guys are not, what, you can't say they're not playing. They're not joking.
you have to be
That's-
sued.
that's
You have to be
not-
sued. They're not
Brian,
playing.
this is a doctorate in chess, man.
Oh, and more impressive about Irungu is that he's still a medical student, which means he's busy studying, yet he still has
Yeah, I
time.
thought he graduated.
Oh, he graduated.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did,
he's a
he did.
doctor.
He's Dr. Irungu
Oh,
Brown.
already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he's playing the best top moves. for the
Nice.
engine.
Of course. As in.
I know. Don't bother him.
Of course.
Wow. Okay. So let's get our
We go to the ladies, yeah?
ladies section. Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, a lot of fireworks going on over here. Irungu has got quite the comfortable. Actually, let's go to the live position. Let's see what the.
This is the life position.
This is the live
This is
position.
the life position.
Whew, things are tough.
Think about it.
Okay.
King is
But
exposed,
you've
man.
said
He usually gets these positions. Some survive.
and some will survive.
But this one might be overkill. This one is.
This is
I would
too
like-
much. Okay, fine.
Who used to play here?
Black.
I know, right?
You know,
As in-
me, I'm seeing the bishop coming down.
Let's see.
I think the move that was just
What should we
the
play?
Achilles heel is this one. As black,
Go back.
almost
Let's
everything
go back,
wins.
let's
Go
go
back.
back.
Back and to what point?
No, to where you said it's black to play.
Oh, like here.
The live, back to live.
Yeah,
Or back to live.
play.
Oh.
So I can understand what
Where would you play if you're
I
black?
can understand what the engine is
Of
recommending.
course,
but-
that's the only. This is the only active piece.
Yeah, but it's also not the most natural move in the world. So there's a principle here. Now, these are the principles apply. Look for the most active piece,
Yes.
and list active piece and activate it. So this, of course, you can't do a move like this.
Yeah, because now you
You
block.
lock the bishop. That's the end of the story.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what possible moves would happen here.
There's bishop f1. Crazy.
I thought of that too, yeah? It displaces the rook completely, yeah? And the rook cannot go anywhere.
Interesting.
Bishop f1, yeah?
But that's knight is not the natural move. What's the natural move? You feel like you're attacking.
For me, that would be the natural move because this is the only piece that is coordinated towards attacking the king. Everything else here is defensive. Everything on the back row here is defensive. The king is backed into a corner. This rook can only come to defend either on the f file or g file. So it's the only piece that is problematic. Then you can focus on your attack.
And why not this? So let's
At this point.
let's say, because you see there's a checkmate threat, right?
Yeah.
You discover.
Now here there's
It's bishop to e1.
yeah, there's some
I
counterplay.
think that is good move.
Some
Bishop e1.
counterplay. Like it's still losing, but there's some counterplay which you don't want to give your opponent because once those rooks start being traded, your attack is losing that sweet. And then you see there's still this annoying bishop or the one on d5. Yeah.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the most active, the only attacking piece is that
the piece that's
bishop.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
And he has played. Let's see what he's played.
I'm sure he can't miss that move. Can he really? I
He's
highly
played
doubt.
something else.
He's played something else.
No, he played knight because it's not a natural move, to be honest, guys. He played rook.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
still winning.
Yeah, it's still winning because everything is. So this was one of the defenders, yeah. Everything here is in defense. So
And
if
then
you
the
if you
other-
reduce the defenders,
The rook on a1 cannot come to support that also.
yeah. Plus, there's no way to stop knight. This what do you call it? E7 anyway. There's no way to stop it.
Now the bishop can't come down.
Yeah. Then now there's knight in three.
If you take,
The
there's a
queen
double
takes.
checkmate.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. The best move is to give up the queen, which is.
I'm not sure that delay checkmate one move.
At least I delayed the checkmate.
So this, and then you must give up your queen, I think.
Well.
This is tricky, man. I don't like
It's
it.
tricky. No, this is not tricky. Just play rook there, and then you're fine.
Wait,
Yeah,
what-
but- Okay, I thought first get the bishop out, then I realized the queen just comes back.
Yeah. That bishop must stay
Okay,
there where,
so
where
let's
it is.
bring, let's just bring our rook here for the sake of.
Rook there.
Oh, that's mate.
Hmm.
Whoa, this is the threat, by the way.
Yeah, it is a threat.
So how do you defend?
You don't. You shake
those
hands.
backland
You
weaknesses,
prepare
yeah?
for the next game. Prepare.
Okay, let's activate
The rook
queen.
goes down.
Then you have to take the rook.
Yes, that's all you have to do. And then now play.
Because guys, there's a checkmate threat. When this is double here, the threat is when this is played, the threat is, let's say you play a random move like this, just want to give you a free queen because we are such friends. Botes Gambit accelerated.
True. Yeah, so things are tough
Some
right
will
here.
say, what is a queen between friends?
Yeah,
What's a queen between
I
friends?
honestly don't see how
Let me take this, guys.
white survives here, which is true to, but I think. So what? Oh, okay. The critical mistake in this position was not seeing the rucksack. That rucksack, actually starting with the pawn sack, then the rucksack. The pawn sack that was made on f3, and the rucksack that was made on f4. Those two are not seen, and that was the most tricky. That was the most tricky for him.
Unexpected moves. Let's go to the ladies and look at what they're doing.
Though for somebody of Martin's caliber, definitely, yes, it is surprising
Sometimes
we
you
didn't
can
see
have
that.
optical illusion, you know.
Yeah,
Just sit there, seeing everything is come and then bam.
for sure, for sure. So
Remember
anyway,
the game of Topalov and Kasparov, 19, when was it, 19, were we born? Kasparov immortal against Topalov, when he sacked 2 rooks. Quick succession, you can't pick, you have to pick.
true. Now let's see. Sure. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. You sure? Okay. Awesome. So, I want to go into the ladies' games. We've got Ether on, I think, board 1 of the ladies section versus Kimani Wanjiru. And the amazing thing about these two ladies is one is actually a crossover from the arbitration side. She's been playing chess a bit, but mostly in the arbitration. Yeah, she's an FA with a few IA norms. One of the players who definitely is going to be an IA, I think, in very short order next year. Definitely.
Forget to remind us, you're also an international master, right?
Yes, I'm also yeah. Very humble guy. Then we got Kimani Wanjiru. Now, Kimani Wanjiru is a very interesting lady. She has for a very long time been the chess coach at Makini School. She's led the Makini School to winning the Kenya National, the Kenya Nairobi, Nairobi Schools League that happened, I think, last year. Really did a very good coach and a good player. Has been a bit overlooked for some time, but in the past year, she's done well. She even went to Oman under NCBA, and that's what the team she presents. So, shout out to NCBA. And
she's after this the other tournament she with Sasha also. She also there.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a very strong
the
player.
world something.
Yeah, and she also plays, I think, for Nache, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, at some point. Anyway, so here we go. Let's see what happened in the game. Oh, she's also known as a very tactical player. Kimani is very, very tactical.
I must admit,
Sure. So, knight of 3 by 1-0, then knight of 6, g3. Oh, keeping things very close to vest. I used to play this when I was starting out in chess. It's very interesting to see it at high level. It's a very, very solid.
As black as white.
As white. This is what I used to play as white. Because each time I'd play e4, d4, I'd get whooped very quickly. So I realized, you know what, I could just have my rook, my bishop on g3, castle, then only then risk maybe pushing my pawns. A very nice, easy setup, then castle. And I can see that's what she is saying. So after h6, a move that isn't very, very necessary at this point, because the bishop is already on e7.
There, so
yes, exactly.
That's a wasted move. Not wasted, really. I mean, people like prophylaxis.
Yeah, it was a bit unnecessary. Yeah, so knight d2 was played, then castles, then the pawn push. All this is solid stuff. You can see the engine is given all zeros. Now, if it gives all zeros, something can be misleading. 2 times, or when it says 0.0, it means that white has lost all advantage, which is a sad thing because it means white has failed in maintaining the advantage or the first move advantage. But it also means sometimes that it's only if you can play at the level of the engine that it's perfectly equal.
Correct.
In practical terms, this is still slightly better for white, slightly better. Anyway, so takes. That is simplistic enough to understand. Then, of course, notice that Kimani is very, very tamed in her ambition. The DGT arbiter, that there's some action on the Irungu board. So maybe we might just stretch over to that game first before its curtains. So let's see. So
instead of the bishop, he brought the. We also look at the bishop. Yeah, he brought the rook.
Yeah, so the rook went down.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so the idea here
He
being
captures that attack in
the-
your rook,
yeah,
and
then
then
there's a
it
checkmate threat.
yeah, there's no then the rook can go to.
Yes, though there are still ways to survive after that. So let's just give the engine line. So takes, and then I got the
bishop?
the bishop, saying that okay, before you checkmate me, maybe if
Take care of
if I
some
pray hard enough, I can maybe checkmate you here or here. You know, though here there is the ugly knight stopping your party.
So the back checkmate,
Yeah.
F8.
Yes, yes. So anyway, but we've had a situation. Oh, we've had some moves on the board. So anyway, so okay, let's go back. What happened over here? So rook took, then the queen went there. Then of course here we analyze this. The rook just comes to f6 and it's cut.
This is straight.
Yes, yes. So this is a very interesting.
So I mean, if you're in a hurry, you can easily lose this game with background checkmate. So I
Yes.
mean, I think Brian is Doctor is just being very.
He can't even
he
do
understands
this because of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no stopping that mate. Yeah.
He's a doctor. Yeah, definitely.
What has it got to do with it?
He treats bad position. I'm kidding.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, very illustrative game. Yeah.
Speaking
Beautiful.
of, it is so sad that we didn't get Elvis Likoko playing in any Grand Prix event this year. Last year, he visited Kenya as part of the Olympiad. They were actually classmates with.
Oh, with Brian Irungu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it because of work
So,
pressure or something? Or
no,
just given up
no
on chess,
idea.
maybe?
He's one.
Very promising talent. I don't know what happened to him actually.
Yes. He would have. He's one of
I
like
first
such
saw him in
qualifications.
2018 at the African Youth Chess Championship in Kisumu.
Ah, nice.
He did very well. He always used to attend training, and he was very promising.
And he's very precise. And the reason I mentioned him
I
is
remember even had to struggle to get there. I mean,
yeah,
passion.
true. And then the reason I mentioned is because his nickname is Doctor. Yet he's not a medical doctor. He actually calls himself Dr. Elvisa.
But even me, sometimes
very
guys
strong.
call me doctor. But because of my poor handwriting, nothing to do with it. All right.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
so
so
let's
in the
go to
ether
the
game,
ladies.
the ether game, I think we got here. So we're basically saying that she improved her position, which is very principled. I like how she did. She did this. You improve the rook because the rook was not very active here. Because you can always play e5.
Yeah.
There is no reason to rush it. The knight c6 still doesn't stop e5. And she's been very nobody can stop e5. Okay, now she can stop e5 by playing e5 herself, but still no need to rush. Now she honestly needed to have pushed that. I think this is the last chance to push e5. If you don't push e5 now, I think okay, I don't understand that move. b5.
Yeah, that one.
I'm not sure. Okay, let's
But you
continue.
can still push the e5.
Yes, no, I'm not sure. I was trying to understand the idea. Maybe I don't know.
There's nothing because even if you push the pawn and I capture the one who is pinned, I mean,
So
maybe hit on the queen.
Yeah. So I think this was the last chance for white to push that pawn to e5, and I can see the engine is suggesting, hey, you took too long, and now I'm better. Black is now better. Yeah. So you shouldn't take too long. But she has an idea. She wants to play knight maybe to e3. Oh, she played there. Okay. Knight to e3. Okay. Knight to. Okay. So these are very interesting moves being played. Then bishop there, attacking a little bit too late now, honestly speaking, because now you're suffering. Now you're suffering. Pushing the pawn, you're down attacking material. So this was a knight. It is very easy to calculate this. Knight takes.
Did that happen?
Yeah, that happened. That's why I'm surprised. Because it's very easy to calculate that you're losing a pawn here. There are 1, 2, 3 attackers of this square, whereas there are only 2 defenders. That, by small mathematics, means that pawn is going to die if it moves forward. So anyway, push, knight takes. Some trades happen. So that was the surprise that white thought she had, but unfortunately, there's always going to be rook takes.
You might have an interview soon after the Martins again, right?
Yes. Why did she
You're saying
take?
it soon, you predicted?
Why did she take with the?
You've seen the madness there.
The bad.
You've seen the bishop on f1, but it
Yes,
was the rook
yes.
that went there instead.
Oh, sorry, wait a
Yes,
minute.
yes.
What
You
happened?
saw the bishop f1, right?
We- no,
Instead you took
Yeah.
the rook to f1, not the bishop.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why rook here was not taken.
Oh, sorry.
Like, what's happening over here? Just 1 second. So she should have taken, but she took that instead. Oh, I
Because the knight is
see.
being
I
more
see. You have an intermezzo. An intermezzo, you make a move that your opponent has to respond to before you make your next move. And at this point, yeah. So yeah, definitely, this is what I missed. Yeah, this is what you should play first, not rook takes, because rook takes you just straight trade and you're equal pretty much.
They
So
took with the queen.
yeah, she took with the queen, which is okay. You can't really fault that because she's maybe hoping to play knight here, maybe. Okay, so takes, then pawn push, then queen attacking the pawn, but then this bishop I think was a little bit more useful open, but not a bad move anyway. So there, knight goes to knight goes to d5 and putting pressure on this pawn. Now, but this knight really needs to take this. Let's take this. So I'm guessing maybe here, white's best move is to trade queens. Sorry, trade queens, even before the engine put that, because there's too much pressure that black is putting on white's position. And unfortunately, white has given up all attacking material. This knight, even coming here, doesn't have much of a future. The rooks are just support piece at this point. The bishop can be taken. Like
I'm predicting you're going to see bishop d2.
Bishop d2 at this point. Oh, bishop d point. There's this here.
Yeah, let's see.
You see bishop here, bishop here. Okay, the engine is suggest bishop here, right? And then now you have to come back. Okay, the engine is saying push. Okay.
And that's very loose.
Pushing.
That's loose.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, rook.
But the moment you start playing moves like this, it means that
rook,
you've now given up on attack.
Do the rook. Do the rook to f1.
Rook to f1. Okay. Rook to f1 now is what I think you can be ambitious with such moves.
Okay. So tricky, this one. It's a bit tricky.
Yeah, here's white. It's very hard, very hard to. Yeah. So some very interesting moves, like the sacrificing the pawn on e5, and then also, so if you go back a few moves, yeah. So, and then there's a lot that the matching game is almost over, but let's go back. So if you go back a few moves, just a few moves, at this point, I'll go back one more. Yeah, so this is very interesting move that was played, which began the
sequence.
She pushed the pawn, which loses the pawn, which almost lost the pawn for no reason, and then set up a series of exchanges that would have been useful to her. Some of the pieces that would be useful to her.
After this, by the way, what was the plan after this?
The plan of this, you just kill off that.
Rook takes.
Yeah. You take, then you take the knight later on.
You take the rook.
Oh, can you really take the rook? You can't.
You can actually.
Because now you see, you can't. Because even if you take the queen now comes in.
You're kidding me.
You see this? That
this is very hard.
See that queen? Then you have to give up your rook.
That's such a long sequence. That's such a long sequence to work out, man. I'm too old for this kind of thing. What? That would have been a nice tactic.
Yeah. So there were two things that cost her. There's giving up the pawn right there, and then there's also she took too long to play e5. If you go back even before that, push the pawn to e5. She took too long to play e5. So go back once more. Go back. Go back again. So look at all these opportunities to play e5. So go back one more time. Yeah. So this was literally the last point she could have played e5. And then see the next moves. She played a knight to her. Then a move that isn't very clear. Then again a knight. Yeah. Then again, I think a knight again. No, it was now. Then, okay. You see. So those two things.
Let's look at the other games very quickly. This is the game between Ndirangu Joyce Nyarwai, Kenya's strongest one of Africa's strongest lady players.
For sure.
For a long time.
Multiple time Olympiad player.
WFM Mungeli Sasha, who's also one of the strongest players, I think the highest rated in the country today, second highest. And this is a d4, knight f6. Bishop sort of aiming for a kind of a London system. And all these people nowadays do a lot in their openings, so it's not as easy anymore. things have become a bit tough. And clearly, Sasha was better prepared. Already, the bishop has been kicked around quite a bit.
True.
And there's a bit of loss of coordination for white. What do I mean by that? Look at this bishop where it's sitting. Yes, there's a threat like pawn push, like this pawn can move here. But of course, that can just be met by a simple move. And I can also get my queen out of that square immediately. But more importantly, how do you get these guys out? The only way really for this bishop to come out is for you to play the move g3 and get the bishop out to g2, because this bishop is sitting here. And what is it doing exactly is not clear, and center control becomes difficult. And this is slightly better for, can I say, black. Yeah, so trying a very nice thing of getting the bishop back to, this is a plan. Then you follow up with d4. Can it be stopped? It can be stopped, yes, d5 immediately. And suddenly, yeah, this is not pleasant for white. White has sort of got themselves into some trouble. Development is not easy. I wouldn't have played that move. Why? Okay, but this Indian stop move also, I'm not sure why. Prophylaxis or something?
At this point,
Yeah.
it's not very necessary to play it. There I'm with you. It doesn't completely necessary to play bishop there.
Interesting. So he really wants to take off. Why allow d5? I'm not sure. D5, e5, I'm not sure.
Well, because there's no serious attack on black's position. So
Yeah. Oh, the moves actually have very high quality.
True. No, actually, you're doing engine moves. You're playing engine moves. That is not the game.
That's the game. That's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game.
No way.
That's the game. That's the game.
This was the game.
That's the game. The girls, what you're saying, you're complimenting the ladies. The ladies are playing engine moves. That's the game.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's how.
This was the game.
That's the game. That's the game.
Really?
Let's look at the next game. Madelta Glenda versus Mutisia Julie. Remember, Madelta was world amateur under 1700 champion, the world champion. And Julie Mutisia has won too many games, too many tournaments now. Also very consistent. One of the top-rated players as well.
There's a club that knows the name very well. It's called Upper Hill Chess Club. What she does, they organize blitz tournaments sometimes, and so she's a player and also the arbiter. And then she beats them all while still arbitrating. So shout out to Upper Hill Chess Club.
Upper Hill Chess Club.
Your champion
What?
is now represented.
She does the pairing, goes to a board, beats everybody.
Yes, then comes back. Yes,
does the results, and then announces the winners.
and then awards herself.
Congratulations, Julie. And that must be an open blitz tournament.
Yes.
Okay, that's Julie Mutisia. She's playing the Piats, and I think we are seeing the Austrian attack against the Piats. Austrian attack is when you play these 3 pawns up. You can also play the 150 attack instead of the Austrian, where you play this pawn here, trying to do, go like the dragon kind of setup, bishop here. Both of these are well known. Piats is a very complex system to play against, by the way. People need to really study their games. It's a third system, by the way. It's simply developed, actually. You just put your pieces naturally, but you have to be careful about some moves like knight coming to c6, attacking your bishop here. There are quite some nuances in these lines.
Before we continue, let's just check if we have a designation already.
No, we don't.
Not yet?
Not yet. Let's see what happened.
We'll just say back to live, or
let's see. We've seen this list of spectacular sacrifices.
Yeah, I think those sacrifices are what our friend missed. That
pawn, then
the pawn,
rook.
then the rook. Because once, if you don't see that, then this
again.
happens.
Yes,
you can't survive now after this, unfortunately.
So we saw all this.
Yeah.
We saw the idea. Then this rook came down, took, queen out, rook came to threaten checkmate. So how was he stopped?
Yeah, as you don't tell me knight e7 was not played. It's like the only move right there. Okay, let's see.
Okay, knight e7.
It's like the only move.
Bishop c4.
C4. Oh, there's this pressure right here.
Yeah.
You can't take.
No, you can't. Let's bring the rook here.
You're
no, that's
dying.
me.
You're dying.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I think I'm high on something.
So this is the best move, is to give up your queen.
You have to, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
So-
I'm surprised. So what did he play instead? Let's see. I'm very curious because knight e7 is.
Oh, he played that immediately.
Oh,
And the
okay.
queen has to sacrifice itself. That was the other engine move, by the way, I think.
Okay. But once again, the knight. You didn't see. Oh man. No, the
No,
knight.
that's a very good move. The
Okay, it's
bishop
a
is
good
hanging.
move. It's a good move.
The bishop is hanging.
Yeah, it's a good move, but knight.
It's rook for queen. It's over. It's over, man.
But through a longer route.
It's over.
It's through a longer route.
It's over.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay, it's over, but you still have to work. You still have to make so many moves. Okay, so well played. So we'll get a chance to interview Irungu once he comes up,
Yeah, I think.
and also Martin, if
What
he'll be-
Martin is trying to get to move 40.
Why? More time.
Because
Did you just laugh?
That's the reason why Martin is not resigning here.
More time, but how more time here
Yeah,
isn't very helpful, is it?
no, not. The game is lost. He knows he's losing.
Yeah.
But for the record, that he didn't lose in under 40 moves. That's what I'm thinking. Because actually, this game was lost many moves ago. All right, let's look at the next game.
It
Which
was
is
one you were looking at.
Madelta versus Julie.
Yeah. And I can see it. Oh, and I see they're really down on time, yeah?
They're really done on time. They played this. We already saw. This is we saw up to here the Austrian attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all theoretical to some degree. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure why we didn't play this. There's a situation where you actually attack this knight very early. I'm not sure why that wasn't done.
I'm also surprised. It's a solid move.
Yeah, this now transposes almost to a Sicilian. Actually, it is
Yeah.
a Sicilian now, especially
True.
if you allow for an open, like a trade.
Which Julie knows well.
Yeah, so this becomes the dragon.
Julie is known for the Sicilian with black and the London with white.
Yeah, but no, she actually plays the Piazza a lot. And yeah, this is...
Interesting move. There was no reason to play that move. Queen b6.
And there's a threat. Let's say, for example, you play the natural move here. Can you see what's going to happen? Let's turn off the engine. After this, you know what's going to happen?
Wait. Tell me.
Boom.
Oh yeah, the extra piece because the rook hasn't come to d1.
Oh, but does it work really? Let me see.
No, the
It
rook, the
doesn't
queen dies.
You take this guy. There's this check. Moves here. Takes the queen.
You have to take the rook.
Now I have to take the bishop.
Really?
Yep.
Why not take the rook?
If I take the rook, the bishop can come back. No, there's no way. No way to come back to. Okay.
You have to take the rook.
Take this guy. Take this guy. What's the balance?
Here.
Exchanger.
No, here. Black is super winning here.
And black is winning here. Let's see what.
Super winning.
Let's now assess if that works. Surprisingly, it's not as super winning as we thought it was.
No, in the end, just continue the line.
Oh, we can actually just take back. Takes back. There's nothing. Simple chess.
I don't know. There's something you could have continued. There was a little something. There was the queen and the rook being attacked in the end. But anyway, So, look at that interesting move.
Queen sacrifice.
Yeah. Okay. Is it? You're
And
taking
she did
because
it.
you're taking.
This is theory. This is theory, guys.
Yeah.
This is theory.
okay.
I've seen this. Magnus Carlsen did this sacrifice. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to move your king away. Then this. Then you take this guy. This is I think against Fabiano Caruana or Sergei Karyakin, Magnus Carlsen sacrificed his queen like this. So this is
That must be against Caruana.
this is wow. What a move. Takes the rook. Takes this rook. What? Can I take the rook? If this is taken. And that knight will escape, yes, but you're piece up. Pawn up at least. All right. So let's see. Oh, allowed back into the game. Interesting. This is the current position. So Glenda
Interesting.
survived. Yeah, there was like, I'm not sure why not just take this guy. Keep chess very simple.
I'm also wondering, man.
Just a pawn, right?
I don't want to be harsh.
not a
I don't want to
pawn
be.
at all.
I don't want to be harsh, but yeah, definitely, it looked like the clear.
No, it's not obvious because there's no pawn. Actually, we are missing something.
There's no pawn. What do you mean? There's no pawn?
There's no pawn. You're not a pawn up.
What do you mean? Look at this. Look at the position.
Now you may end up being a pawn now if you attack this guy. Doesn't even work. Yeah, so that's not it. What were you saying?
Okay, this position is a lot easier to play as black.
Why?
Well, you have an open attack for your rook. She doesn't.
But there's knight is coming to d5 attacking.
No, but you can. What the engine is suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then once takes, now you bring the rook, and then by the time she's trying to fork, you now take on c2. So unless now the king goes here, that is unless, yeah. So there, then you just take the pawn.
You can take the pawn and you take.
Yeah, you just take the pawn, then you're fine.
Oh yeah, this one you're fine.
You're just
For
fine.
sure. And that one black is better.
True.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what has been
But
played.
you have to figure out that move.
Yeah, you have to figure out that move.
Any other move, yes, now you're dead. You're dead.
Okay, let's see Zuri Kaloki versus Nicole Albright. I think
Boot 2, somebody's saying boot 2, something is happening. That's in chess updates.
Boot 2, that's the one, that's Irungu versus Martin.
Yes, yes. So anyway, so the last game, so
V2.
the Nicole Albright game versus Zuri. Zuri, she actually has an IM norm. Imagine.
She has a name now?
She has an IM norm.
Wow.
Yes.
WIM.
Yes, and she also has a conditional FM title, WFM title.
If she gets to 1900 this year.
Yes.
Wow.
And she's how many points away? You can see. So at the end of this event, if she gathers the points necessary, she'll end up in a master. Very impressive.
She's playing Nicole Albright, her coach.
Very interesting.
Nicole is actually a very strong player. She went into coaching, but really could have been, she's been amongst the top for a long time, but yeah, she's actually done very well.
So as happens when student plays coach,
What happens?
What?
The gods usually favor the student. The gods.
What is the idea here? I'm not with you. I've not understood what the plan is. No, guys, I have no idea. Queen coming to e3, something, I'm not sure. What's the plan?
It was a misstep.
I think it wasn't thought out well.
But remember, these are the kinds of position. Remember whose sister she is, yeah?
What?
How they play chess is very tactical.
Can we just clap for, like, this is the fact that this happened?
What happened? The bishop sacrifice.
The bishop takes, knight.
To open up for the bishop.
Knight takes. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair, it's losing, but but
actually, it's not.
It's because it wasn't punished. You know.
Yeah, but punishing it is not like the amount of courage it takes to play like this. And why is this okay and not this other move? Let's see.
Which other move?
If you play this, then it's drawn. Why? Let's see.
The bishop can capture or something. The pawn can capture the queen.
Defend
a
this
move on
guy.
the queen.
Let's see. Then bring this guy down. Okay, we always take. Rook takes. And now there's always, I have to check the okay. I've seen the difference. Because let's say you play here, this check is possible. And when you play here, this is possible. Which is not the case when the queen goes to This nuance is a swan. So let's look at the same thing. Like here, no, queen to c3 instead. I was trying to understand why queen to c3, not queen to d2. This, and now if you try the same thing, and we try this, even
Doc,
better.
you captured. No, just a moment, Doc. Just take it back a bit. See, am I seeing my own things? You're saying why not queen to c
c3
instead of queen to
d3.
What if the pawn captures?
Here.
Yeah, opening up that line again.
Actually, I thought that was the reason why.
And then the rook comes.
Which rook? This one.
No. The rook cannot come.
Yeah.
The rook cannot come.
Okay.
No, it's not about the rook coming there. It's about at some point b6.
Actually, the reason is very simple. We are going too far. By playing here, we maintain an extra on this bishop. That's it.
So that if the capture is hanging.
So now you can play, for example, this. This move is played and this is hanging. You have to sort of defend. And even this is a move. Is it? Yeah, this is too computer-like. Anyway, too computer-like because everything is hanging everywhere. Okay.
What are they saying?
Sound is extremely low.
Who?
All of us.
All of us. Okay. Yeah, there's a result here.
There's a result, guys. Brian Kidula is going to pick up with the. We believe it's. Yeah.
Hey, Martin and Brian, karibuni sana.
Yeah, let's meet here.
Here you go.
Our well-fought game. Congratulations. How was the results? Brian, you won, right? Well done. So, fantastic attacking masterpiece there. Martin, how are you? So, what happened here? Take us through the game, maybe from whatever movie it was. I think it was somewhere where things started getting funny when you sacrificed the rook.
Actually, far back, not even at the rook, there was an initial sacrifice very early in the game. I'm not sure how that happened. There was a sudden move here.
Oh, I think it was the only move in the position.
Martin, move closer. Martin is shaking his head in disbelief. You look wounded, actually, also literally. Sorry about that. You had an accident? You had an accident?
Yeah, I had an accident.
Poorly about that, yeah. So you say this was the only move in the game?
Okay, so before I played e4, maybe I move back. So I played e4 because the knight has to go to h4 to g1. You can't go to g5 because of the bishop takes f2.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be better because of the king.
So you're saying you have to go here?
Or g1.
No, push the pawn
after
first.
e4, yeah.
And then
So I thought, yeah, either you play that or go to g1.
Or go back to.
Or, yeah, which is bad.
Sorry, or they go to G1, both of which are bad.
Yeah, which is bad.
And you felt that if they went to G5.
Like he played, so just bishop takes. Actually, I thought it was better not equalizing. I thought it was better. Then king takes.
And then knight check.
Yeah.
And then the knight is hanging.
Yes, the knight is hanging.
Yeah, that will be.
Yeah. So I thought I'd be better because of the king. Because of his king, it's a bit weak. But then so there's some point where he came back into the game after picking and then going with e3 and d4.
Sorry,
Take it back to the real game.
After
Victor.
picking, and queen, then e3, attacking my knight, so I have to respond. So I thought I would go for the aggressive f5 and not d6. Yes.
So that you can open up that file as well, yeah?
Yes. Then just consolidate.
maybe, Martin, I don't know, you're in a position to have a conversation. It's sweating like it's been a tough one.
I actually thought I'm better after d4.
Did you see this possibility?
No, I saw it after you played it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I thought after d4, if you can just go back to the game. After d4.
D4.
E4, D4.
d4.
D4 here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So here I thought I'm better.
What was the thinking? What's the idea?
Okay, so I'm going to play king g2 and then rook e1.
After he plays,
rook
say,
f1, rook f1.
Let's play a random natural move. Let's just play there.
So king g2.
King g2. And let's bring the other rook. And
then rook to e1.
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 Yeah, so here I thought I'm actually better.
The engine says there's this double attack here.
So for that I had H3 ready.
H3 ready.
Yeah.
Is it not? He can't take.
If he takes, I actually thought he's going to take on H3. So
Maybe the better move here in this position was instead of
just take the
H3,
knight. Huh?
take the knight.
Yeah, take the knight.
Mhm.
And then after he picks, I check.
Okay.
Yeah, he responds, of course, king to
Yeah, this is the man that
H8.
I hope I'm playing a move.
and then E4 and then E5.
E4. Yeah, the engine
E4.
says.
Yeah, queen H3.
H3.
Yeah, king G1.
But here I think black is okay.
And then I have
Because of the
E5.
king as well. The king is still weak, and my rooks are very active.
Yeah.
They can fight.
I think I'd agree. There's a bit of a strong center here for white, but the reality is that the other piece is still very active. So
Yeah,
it's
and then I'm going to play something like bishop F4, but
Bishop
that
F4,
is-
yeah?
Yeah.
this. Let's say what happens here. What move?
Maybe rook F3.
We could place that move and just saying Bishop F4 is a move.
Yeah, and then we still continue the game.
Let me ask you, why rook f3 not rook coming to f2?
Queen.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so we can get back. We can get back to the main game, right?
Yeah.
So this is instead of that, you never got those opportunities. Then the next point of contention was actually this move.
This late is lending a bit.
Actually, I
The
thought
light
we
is
should
too bright
just
for my
pick with the
eyes.
e pawn. Picking with the f pawn with the g pawn is a bit bad.
Mhm.
Whatever you played is bad.
So you think you should pick with the e1, huh?
Yes.
E times f.
Yeah, it's because anytime I exchange, my pawn will still my pawn on b7 will be still in price. So I exchange, then pick on.
D4.
Yes. Now he doesn't pick my rook. He shouldn't pick my rook. And anytime if I actually I was calculating, let's go back. Instead of knight takes,
After
e takes e4.
it takes.
E takes f4. Yeah. So if rook takes, I thought king takes was the.
Was the move?
But I played king. Calculating king takes, because if queen takes, I thought I'd have some tempi with the fork on c2.
So if the
Yeah.
sorry, rook times c1, queen takes,
Yeah. Then knight takes.
knight takes,
Yeah. And I thought I'll have a
tempo here.
tempi here.
Okay.
So I just win back my pawn.
Attacks your knight.
So okay.
Takes. I'm guessing.
Yes. Just take. Takes exchange, and then we play this endgame.
And your
I think I can't lose this game.
okay, but you're also not winning.
yeah.
Okay.
So it changes the dynamics.
Okay. All right. So fair enough.
Actually, didn't think of this variation during the game.
So instead he picked, and then this is generally bad. So king g1, and then you gave as many sacrifices. Grandmaster rule. Okay.
Why didn't you start with the knight? We thought the knight maybe it doesn't work. That's forceful.
I was going for the king.
And here again, guys, you can't pick because, of course, you lose the queen, and the king, of course, still follows through. Then another rook sacrifice. You don't like your rooks.
My calculation was after bishop takes, he loses the game on the spot.
Yeah, I lose on the spot.
You lose on the spot.
Because
Because you just have to move your queen there, then bishop f3.
bishop f3.
Yes, that's it.
And then the queen
You don't have any
takes
more.
come.
Brian, double rook sacrifice. Were you spared by Kasparov against Topalov? You got that game?
No.
Yeah, it's interesting. A double rook sacrifice, just like in your case here.
You sacrifice the rook 7 times in this game.
7.
Okay, maybe 4.
No, I mean they followed each other in quick succession.
Okay, so what was the feeling here?
I was very unhappy.
After the surprising moves, of course, we felt that after first the sacrifice, then after.
So, but here I thought I'm still okay. I think I played rook e2 after rook h6.
You
I mean
played
rook g2, rook g2.
this
Yeah, move number 23.
23, rook d2,
So here I thought I'm okay.
rook e2.
But you still have to defend.
And then he played rook f8. Aye. Man, I was uncomfortable with this move.
So you went back.
Bishop check.
You went check.
King h8.
I was going to say it was bad. I thought you just go for the exchange. Queen e1.
So queen e1.
Yeah, queen e1. calculating queen e1, yeah. Queen c2 is, but I want to exchange my queens.
Oh.
What did you play?
I was thinking of moving maybe.
Oh,
like
look at the
something
move.
queen
Look at the
h6.
move.
Okay.
Pretend you can't see your queen being attacked. Wait, pretend this is brutal. Eh? Okay.
Very
Okay.
rough.
So it was a rough game. Anyway, congratulations, Bran.
You know, well played. Up to the next one. How is your feeling right now? What are you going to do differently?
I'm just tired. I need to first of all relax, eat some food, and then just think of what I did wrong, because I'm not sure what I did wrong in this game.
All right. All the best, Martin.
So, thanks.
Brian, congratulations. That was a very good attacking maneuver. Wish all the best in the games as they continue.
Thank you very much.
Have a good afternoon.
Bran,
Are you well? Are you well?
Yes, I'm well.
okay.
Just
We had a question about your preparation.
Yes,
Someone said that you're the king of preparation in Kenya, that you've taken that crown
okay,
from
I'm
one.
not sure about that.
Uh,
I'm not sure about that.
How deep is your prep?
Am I prep?
So there are only the 4 answers. 1 out of 5. 5 being like Magnus Carlsen deep.
No.
Yeah.
I do level 3.
Congrats, man. All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers.
After, I need to see him. On his way here, he got a motorbike accident. And you can see he's not even looking well. You see, he's been playing with this one for what?
Paul sana, man. You want to check in by the hospital just across? Actually, where is Jalaram? Just across the road, there's Jalaram Medical Services. That's where you work. Or maybe you can pick down from here. Thanks, man. All the best. Yeah, guys, that's the game that we were looking at between Yungu Bran and Martin Joroge. And that game is over, man. That game is over. It's brutal. No, it's just... Okay, fine. Why are you laughing? It's making it worse than it was. Let's look at the other games, guys, because we've not looked at these games for a long time. Kuka Kyle versus...
Actually, it's one female game not looked at first.
Yeah, one female game you haven't looked at, yeah. Cassidy versus Jumpa Gloria. And...
Ooh, somebody has 4 minutes. Ooh.
4 minutes versus... And are they a pawn down?
Versus 40.
No, the pawns are equal, but there's a passed pawn somewhere that's protected. Let's see. So this was the London system by Jumba, and Cassidy plays. We know she plays this line against it,
The king's shinge.
and she knows what she's doing here, guys. If you don't know that, let me tell you, you need to know that these kids are not playing around. They know what they're doing chess-wise. Already you can see that black is much better. Sorry, we are running through this a little bit better, faster, guys. Wow, I like this particular pawn structure situation. If you look at it, there are these double pawns on c4 and c3. Number one. Number two, we also have
Very active bishop.
a very important square there. So this is almost lost for those two factors. So did she play? If she played c, this would be amazing. You should play this move.
Thanks.
If it's taken on passant, knight comes out, and you can't defend that pawn. Okay, you can try, but it's not gonna happen. So look at that pawn structure. This is just completely winning.
True.
Yeah, so just take it.
Because this is one of those very, very well read up.
Well booked up, eh?
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
booked up.
So instead, she played another line. She played there first. Then now she played it. Okay, it's fine.
Bishop h2. Anyway, continue.
See it. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Doesn't give a good picture. Bishop doesn't look pretty.
No, it does not look
No,
pretty.
it has a white cross. Like, why? That you're not being objective, man. You're judging. Look, they all look alike.
They look alike,
They
but
look
see,
alike.
they're all dead. Like you see, can't go to h5, g4 anywhere.
Important point, guys, that this bishop doesn't have any activity.
Any
This
scope,
activity is a very important part of chess.
True.
So if you compare this bishop to this bishop, you can see this one is definitely unhappy. Those are the reasons why.
Even its light square bishop, even its light square counterpart is not happy.
Yeah.
So we could say it was strategically lost.
Now here I have a feeling that I would have played, personally I'd have played
F4.
f4.
Yeah, f4 is good. The engine was the reason why the engine is suggesting h6 is because why not make this rook a little bit worse before now you move h4?
It's not even doing f4 anyway.
Really?
It's saying let's take space on the queen side. Because why not? Because you have space in the center. Space
Oh,
on
because
the
you have
queen
time.
side.
There's nothing white can do.
There's nothing white can do. Like by the time, Ian, if the engine is recommending the best move you can play is to give up a pawn, you know you're in trouble, man. Yeah, like,
Clearly.
yeah, like this move to activate the bishop.
Man,
Like that's the move that really should be.
that's sad.
That's difficult. But at least there's some activity that can come out of it. Okay. So let's go back. So what happened? That didn't happen. She picked. Okay. Still
Oh,
works.
she picked.
Yeah, she did
Interesting.
actually. And still works.
Oh, then now she does that. Then,
Gaining more space on the queen side.
then now
Rerouting
reroutes
the bishop.
very nice.
That is.
I like that. Notice she's exchanging every active piece that white has, and then leaves her static advantages, so she can now grind.
I didn't feel like this bishop was very active previously.
Which
this one? This bishop has. This bishop.
Yeah, no, that was unnecessary. The let's go bishop, but the knight had to be traded.
But the challenge is that this knight, you see the trade of that knight weakens my pawn structure, but it is what it is. It's what the fix back. 9 to try and fix my pawn structure. Queen f4, not played, or taking the only open file in the position.
I like how Cassidy is playing here.
Very, very strategic.
She's basically saying, you know what? I'm just going to between the endgame. My pawn structure and everything is just a lot better. I don't have to be creative. I'm just going to put pressure on your weak points and then win the game.
Yeah.
No genius required from me.
Oh, but look at this. This move was not very good because it committed the pawn. Oh, this is what she has just played, man.
Yeah. She just had to relax.
She just had to be patient.
Yeah.
She just had to be patient.
Yeah, just a little patient.
Just a little bit of patience would have done the trick.
Because now the bishop on h2 gets some life.
Not only life, but it actually wins material.
Yeah. It gets life. Oh my.
What's the plan you're going to play here? Oh, man.
Because now it is white. After c4, it is now white who has cemented a position. Yeah.
She had all the time on earth to play the correct moves.
But remember, she only has 3 minutes though.
3 minutes plus extra time, and this is the end game. It's very easy. Gloria is gonna. Everything has changed, guys. Oh, I know what she's planning. She wants to play here.
She wants to play?
She wants to play rook to e4.
Rook to e4.
But that's not enough.
No, not enough.
It's not enough.
Because there are too many attackers. The rook can come to f1 then. No, actually not f1.
Let's see. Let me tell you what the plan is.
Oh yeah, actually even just g3, and now black is lost here because bishop goes down, and then now the rook goes to d1, and yeah.
Black is not lost. They're not losing the pawn though immediately, because when you take, this pawn will be hanging. I think that's the plan.
Wait, where did black go wrong?
Black went wrong by pushing this pawn.
No, I'm saying white. Sorry, I meant white.
White hasn't gone wrong. White is fine. White is okay. This is an equal position.
Oh, white was trying to secure the bishop and the endgame.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
awesome.
This is what is recommended.
Then the rook goes for the check.
Let's go up a little bit. Comes here.
And then play c4. You have to play c4.
So c4. Let's play here. No, that doesn't work. Oh, that doesn't work. Doesn't work. Because if you play this, you lose.
Yeah, the c4 pawn. And actually, there's c4 pawn. You lose the entire game.
You lose the game, actually. Maybe not.
But he's going to survive this. Wow.
Interesting.
You have to really give kudos to the engines.
Yes.
How do you survive that position?
So let's see what has happened. Gloria, a couple of moves have been played in. That is not expected. That was expected. This move was played. And now what? It means that this pawn will never fall. So black is safe again. All right. Let's go back to a couple of games, guys. Mehul versus Kyle. We wanted to go through very quickly because the games are now.
Yeah, Kuka's only 9 minutes. Kuka's only 9 minutes. I think we'd seen the game to the point where
we'd seen this, right?
yeah, then we'll button here. Okay, so trade, no bad. F5 is almost forced. Then of course, yeah, King F7 is the only move.
What a daring move. The king looks very unsafe and airy, but
but it's the only what to do because you can't.
Fresh air is a good thing.
True. Knight D5, only move. I'm not sure if trading was forced, but okay, we go there. Interesting. So, Mehul is trying to fix his pawn structure.
No, but that's a very bad move. You see, this is an ending where you have bishops of the same color, right?
Okay.
And you don't want to put your pawns on the same color as your bishop, because my bishop can target your pawns, your bishop can target mine. Number two, your pawns block your bishop. Mine can go round.
What if his plan is to play bishop e5?
Bishop e5, I'm not forced to pick it, number one. So let's say here, let's just pick, say for example, this move. Then bishop e5. Yeah, actually, that sorts that problem. That's probably why the pick is best. To pick here first, pick this way. And the problem persists, guy. The problem remains. Okay, let's see what the engine is recommending. Picks. Oh, there's this guy.
Yeah, the problems.
No way. These pawns are constantly under attack. So what happens? So, and that's been done. That happened. They picked with the pawn now.
Okay.
This position is very bad extremely bad for white. If I was black in this position, I'd win again.
I'm just curious. Why? Oh, I've seen the engineer suggested. I was going to ask why not rook h4, because rook h4 looked very, very solid to me. But I can see the engineer is also suggesting that. Yeah, so rook h3 here, excellent, with the idea of coming to f3. Makes a lot of sense. Very, very nice.
But f3, maybe the rook is up a bit.
No, you never have the chance to bring your rook to because the bishop.
No, wait. Let's just look at this a little bit.
You never have the chance. Another clock I can see running really down is the McLeod clock. Yeah. 2 minutes left.
Versus Ken Omolo.
And there's also Kaloki 2 minutes left against Nicole.
So let's see what would happen here. Picks. Oh, then the rook comes in.
Yeah, then this is just game over now.
Why?
As in, look at all these weaknesses. Like, which one do you want to start attacking? Which one?
This is always hanging.
As in, even if that was defended, there's still other.
So what happened?
Which one do you want to start attacking?
What did Kyle play here? Oh man! Oh no, Kyle. Okay, but still better.
Yeah, still better.
And you didn't trade bishops, I hope. Oh, you did. Okay, that's because you see the problem here is that your bishops are in the wrong square. So just
remember, Kyle is a 14-year-old who has been playing for the last 1 and 2 hours, yeah, and then also he's playing a very formidable opponent
who's very good at endings and rook endings in particular.
And aura.
So now you have this. Yeah, aura is quite something. So you now have this pawn. Okay, let's try.
So takes.
Let's push it. Or comes closer. This doesn't look convincing. Okay, let's come and attack this guy. Yeah, you attack these other guys as well. I think I like. Let's push. That's bad. Or you can't pick, because if you pick here, pick here,
now
pick
black
here,
wins.
and now black is winning.
Okay.
So those are very bad
continuations.
There's a game that is over. I'm seeing there's a game that's over. This is a game between who is this? This is Nicole Albright versus
I think
Kaloki
time.
Zuri.
Most likely time.
Wow. And Nicole was able to turn this around. We'd gone through up
really?
to
Nicole was able. Whoa.
Yeah, because we saw this sacrifice. And it seems as if maybe Zuri was not able to make the sacrifice count. Okay, the continuation wasn't on point. Okay. The continuation didn't go according to plan.
Oh.
Okay. What and that's a nice move.
Okay, and they're here actually, so we could go and interview.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So, guys, we're just looking at the ending of that particular game between Nicole Albright and Zuri Kaloki, who are going to join us just now. A big sacrifice by Zuri. The sacrifice was actually not immediately sound, but after 2 moves, it was quite okay. But thereafter, the follow-up, I think in the interest of time, didn't really go very well. So let's see. The last position, I think, is this black bishop is lost in time trouble. So, yeah. Hi, ladies. Please join us up here if you don't mind. Zuri, are you in a position to... You okay? Thank you. In chess, guys, after a difficult game, we tend not to discuss much with the players. Please, one lady on this side, one on the other side. So this was your game, and interesting, I think, not much to speak about here until... Sorry. Yeah, until...
The bishop sacrifice.
The bishop sacrifice, so far so good. Decent play, Zuri. I think both of you are prepared for this game, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. So all the way up to this particular point, when something happened, knight takes f2 was played. Zuri, take us through this. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I figured. Okay, I wasn't expecting d4, so I had prepped e4. And then I thought that if I don't sack, her position was slightly better and she might outplay me. So I was like, maybe I should go into a position with more risk.
Wow. I think this is very brave. And Nicole, when you saw this on the board?
I was shocked.
Okay.
Just being honest, I don't know what was running through my mind. I was like, hey, now there's a check coming, there's the queen G, and I just didn't like the position of my rooks, to be honest. Yeah, so I thought she'd suck to take advantage of rook and knight.
Sorry, what's the idea?
The idea, bishop check, and then my queen comes in, and I saw also have the f file, so yeah.
Okay, bishop check. And the engine by there currently approves of what you're... Wait, what was the better move? Okay, queen here.
So
And then?
and then queen g5.
Queen g5. And those are actually the best engine moves, like Stockfish engine mind. Then here, surprisingly, this is a blunder.
Oh.
Yep, the better move was actually, I mean, we use the engine to analyze, not like we figured it out. We figured, and the idea is that you're maintaining pressure on this.
I actually figured, yeah. Because I felt queen d3 was a bit odd.
Queen d3.
Okay, my idea was I didn't want to play queen c3 because I still, you see, like now I considered myself up a piece, but she had the attack, and I still wanted, with some maneuver, the other knight gets out.
Yeah,
so that was my idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so now here, unfortunately, the attack should have been a little bit more dramatic. That's unfortunately what the engine was just asking for, an attack here. Sorry, attacking this pawn right here, and it's sort of a bit tricky because then now this move can follow, and yeah, so I don't know what options would be. Let's say you play the knight out as you'd planned, then
No, not knight.
what did you do?
The king has to move.
King has to move.
Yeah, because where it is, it's not very
It's
good.
secure.
So
Yes.
what would you play?
King D.
King D.
Yes. So
Okay.
I know the check is coming, but both the queening square is defended. When she moves,
So let's see.
oh, what's that?
I-
My calf. Oh, didn't see until there.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, no worries. So here again, the position is actually equal. Zuri, did you know this was equal?
I actually figured because I was just I was calculating so many things. Then I just saw my time running down, so I knew like I had something. I just couldn't find what it was.
Because of time.
Yeah. Okay, it was my fault for spending so much time, but at the same time,
Yeah, but generally impressive play. I think the further moves you played must have been time pressure. Of course, after sacrificing,
Yeah.
it's best to bring other pieces into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a spectacular sacrifice by any standard. And it would have been
I
nice.
also appreciate it.
Anyway, congratulations, Nicole. And to you too, Zuri. What's the plan now?
go rest.
I'll tell you what, that's the kind of sacrifice that wins game even in the open section. So just make sure your time management is okay, but that's the kind of sacrifice that wins. And thank you for defending, but you know, that's a tough one to defend. And
Very tough.
we were saying it's a former coach versus student. How does that go?
This is my first time playing D4.
Yeah.
I knew she's planning for me to play E4.
Yeah.
Yes.
How far
like
did you go in
that.
your prep?
Pardon?
How far did you go in your prep for her against Tifo?
Decently far. Like moves.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but not that
I
much.
like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All the best, ladies.
Thank you.
Asanteni sana.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So
By the way, you could confirm to Daktari that you have a WIM norm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yes, yes.
Which was the tournament for WM?
That was
So guys, we're just Zuri and Nicole Albright. They've done their part. As we'll go back and look at a couple of games. We start with the Mehul versus Kyle. Update the position. I think we saw this at some point, really, but it's the order was slightly different. We left it here.
Yeah.
Kyle attacked the pawn, which was defended. Then now they took. Then they pushed the pawn. And the idea here is, what, you can't play this? No, you can't play this. You really can't, because how do you stop this guy? You can never take the pawns. Let's just
Yeah, that's okay. That's for sure.
yeah.
But can't you just go behind the pawn,
How?
like what the angel is suggesting? Then after the rook comes, you go down.
But that's,
Then,
rooks don't belong.
but now what to do? If you don't do
Down.
that, you die. You don't know what to do. Yeah. If you don't do that, you die.
And you can't play here, by the way.
If you play that, unfortunately, because you're still going to be forced to play that, so there's no reason to.
Check first. And yeah.
If you're going to play a move anyway, you'd rather just play something else first.
Okay, but the engine says it's all draws. It's all triple zeros.
So yeah, it's all zeros.
So the only distinguishing factor is time. Mehul has more time. Omolo versus.
But it should be mentioned that Kyle is very, very good at speed chess.
Well, he'll get the chance to prove it.
I think I should just mention that he's very, very good at speed chess.
Yeah, this we looked at some time back, I think.
This is the
Ken Omolo
Omolo.
versus.
Did they fix the first moves or the moves maintained?
Well, I'm not sure that they fixed it. But it's very possible because the moves now make sense.
Have you seen that move? Yeah, so a lot of trades happening. So they could continue. So Robert's saying that there too much material has been traded, and there really isn't much dynamism to be expected by maintaining a very strong presence of the minor pieces. Goes for trades, and consolidates his position to possibly only a set of minor pieces. Yeah, so that's what happens. They trade, and I'm guessing they're going to trade one more set of minor pieces, then fight it for a draw. Though here, honestly, much as the engine is saying black is winning, I think you have to be very precise with how you go about trying to win here. You have to be very precise. It's not very straightforward. It's not very, very straightforward. As you can see here, the engine is suggesting this crazy move. Knight here, allowing this quite a natural taken. Now, some of you may be asking, but can't you just do this? No, you can't do that because it's the bishop coming. And you also can't, you also don't want to do this because now you limit your rook to simple defense. Yeah, so you really don't want to be doing any of that. So that's why the engine is just giving up that entire idea and saying, you know what, let's move the knight here and let's trade this pawn for this pawn.
Is this the current position?
Yeah, it should be the current position, yes.
The time situation?
Yeah, Robert has got very little time. So kudos to, the former national champion. Definitely justifying his work of confidence.
Let's see. Takes the pawn.
Yeah.
Attacks the bishop. Bishop goes back to defend the pawn.
Oh, you can't do that. Because now if you take, now black has all the fun.
Black has all the fun.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
So, Jadon versus Lenny.
Ooh.
Jadon was able to turn this around, I think.
But he was never in danger.
He was in danger at some point.
Where?
Here.
Here?
Exactly. Here, this pawn was a bit loose. And actually, there was a recommendation to actually just go ahead and attack this pawn. Was an option here.
Okay, but
how do you defend it?
Just the queen.
Okay, if I had an attacker, take this guy.
Yeah, though I'm not sure if I would have taken the queen there, but okay, you take with the queen.
I feel like you have to take this guy.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't have immediately taken this. Maybe I would have calculated and eventually taken with the queen because I didn't like the idea of the bishop is here and you just confidently.
Okay. So I think
moving forward.
I thought for a moment that this move was played with the intention of making this pawn isolated, but it's possible that what Lenny had in mind was bishop to b6, which then after queen c8, then now that plan sort of dies like
a natural death,
which is very surprising. So queen out, not bad. Yeah, so he didn't look at all at the possibility of attacking this pawn, which was a really nice option. Okay, so second rook comes in, and now the rook is meant to go back because this pawn is loose, and yeah.
Okay, a lot of shuffling.
Yeah, but the shuffling for black makes sense. Shuffling for white doesn't. You see what? No. Yeah, you keep laughing
because
so look at what has happened. This bishop is very inactive on this diagonal.
No, yeah, I'm not doubting whatever you said. I'm just how you.
No, you're not doubting it. You're just making it like I'm saying. I'm being very nasty. Like
no. Okay, no, you're not being nasty for sure.
I'm not, but because if you look at it honestly,
true.
Already now you can see, for example, and this was played. Yeah, and the. Very nice sacrifice by there because it allows this knight to, it's a tempo. Exactly. Gives that knight that square, and you have to keep maintaining some defense here, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. Now look at what's gonna happen. I'm threatening your queen. What do you do? Oh,
sorry. After what are you threatening? After say that again. What move were you trying to? Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah,
that happened.
No way. That actually happened.
It happened in the beginning.
Oh, that is so sad. Oh my. Oh, Lenny missed that. Yeah. Oh my.
But
But this first round has got quite the.
Wow! Look at the best engine move is to take
the knight to the rook.
And that's what Jadon plays. Keeping chess very simple.
Now actually, that was Lenny. That was Lenny who played that.
No. Rook takes was Jadon black.
Oh.
Yeah. This.
Because it's the only active piece.
It's the only active piece. Yes. Take it.
Because the rest are defensive.
And now it's basically an exchange up.
True.
And yeah, that's a bit tricky.
With the lasting threats. And then
pawn
White
falls.
just has to keep dancing around.
Yeah, so what White is hoping to do is to play maybe bishop out, rook to this,
Oh my.
Yeah.
I can see another game that has got really little time is the Sasha game. Both are now 5 minutes.
Where is this? Yeah, versus Ndirangu, but
Yeah.
it looks fairly equal. Let's see, what do we have?
There's a lot of respect between these two, clearly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
they know each other very well. They've played for decades. They respect each other quite a lot. You're right.
yeah. You can see none of them is trying to go for
Broke.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a healthy respect. I think that's the word. Tremendous respect.
True.
They're just on move 24, guys.
And they have 5 minutes.
5 minutes each. So yeah, they consider themselves top contenders in this position.
True.
Let's see the other game, Cassidy versus Jumba Gloria.
Jumba with 4 minutes. So we saw
She's had 4 minutes forever. So she's had 4 minutes for the longest time.
and it's been zeros for quite a while.
Triple zeros. I think after moving the pawn down, which now Cassidy will look at this broadcast, and after this move, suddenly it's not drawn. Yeah, this really not what should have happened. But
kudos still to her for maintaining the zeros.
by the way,
Because sometimes you get the zeros for a long time, then you make one move, then
this is what I'm gonna guess.
sure.
If Cassidy can trade rooks without losing this pawn, Cassidy wins.
But how will the king get in?
Well, there's the e4 square.
But how?
A good question.
Because you see there are no pawn breaks.
Yeah, so this is drawn. You can see they're shuffling pieces around. And now the shuffling is not like adding value.
True.
Yeah, this is all over. This is drawn. I think they're going to agree to a draw soon.
True.
Or they'll get to the 50 moves. Julie versus Madelta. We left it, was it somewhere? Again, another slow one. We left it here. Yeah, after this. Takes, and c3. And yeah, this is not the kind of position that you'd find to be appealing.
Especially when you're a bit tired. But I'm playing for quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
I like how natural Julie finds maneuvering pieces.
For the knight. Yeah, because now she has a very nice knight outpost.
Yeah. It shows quite a sense of
I'm not
class.
sure about that pick though. You see this?
Yeah, it was
This is a backward pawn.
Yeah,
You're
those-
trading- yeah, this is a really weak pawn here. You don't want to trade this. Guys, don't trade this. Because you're trading this nice pawn for this weak pawn, and then you're creating 3 pawn islands. So this you should just keep. This trade is not good.
Yeah, it isn't.
It doesn't add value for. Yeah, so
Oh, interesting move. Have you seen that?
What?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was saying interesting move, because you had to have seen this by the time you're playing that pawn sack.
yeah, but then the problem is knights, bishop versus knight. They play on both sides of the board, and I don't know whether the knight is happy.
Yeah, so there was no reason to go for this.
Not at all. But then time is low, so quite something really. And now the psychological effect of this is that Madelta feels shocked that this has happened. So yeah, this is chess. Chess, there's that. So the tendency is you're going to avoid what your opponent was planning, and but then you can't avoid it also because this pawn is hanging. So maybe this has to be done. This
But that knight looks a little bit
unhappy.
unhappy.
The knight is very unhappy.
Oh, but it's an open position.
It's an open position.
And then the king is so close to.
Okay, but it's not lost by any means, and it's not immediately winning. Okay, fine.
True.
Which other game?
Um,
Seems like there's development between Jadon and Lenny. We left it at this position. Okay, we're just taking that pawn, attacking this pawn here.
oh, interesting move.
Oh, and Jadon plays top engine moves, by the way. Just to get used to it. That's what he does. Now,
He's
the
a
idea is
master.
you can't play here now.
Yeah,
that
because
takes
the queen sack.
He's a master he's a real master. And this is,
Oh, look at that. Okay, though that isn't very threatening.
and
Right.
I'm expecting Gedon to play this move. By the way, is there something tricky? Let's say we play this second engine move, what happens? And we can't play here, what?
Nothing. You can't play that because the
check.
queen just moves. The queen just moves, as in anywhere, and you're fine.
Yeah, okay. So,
The
Then-
Indian is favoring queen b3 because there's no bishop c4.
it's 1 minute versus 14 minutes. So maybe we'll come back and stick to this after we do a round. Howie versus Magana. Howie is down to 1 minute. How is that
Oh
even
my.
possible? And this is how Howie lost a lot of games. What's the pawn situation? The
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's equal.
so we left this at this move e5. That's where at least I left it. E5, and that was picked. Picked. That was the most challenging line. That created a very big weakness on e5, so I'm not a big fan. Wow.
And then now I think you have to go knight. Oh, you play rook.
Rook lift.
Okay.
Weak pawn on an open file.
Well, but there's always rook defending.
Well, that's a problem with these kinds of pawns. You'll tie down so many pieces. Now see what's being recommended is a checkmate threat. Always hanging.
The idea being there's that pin. Wow.
Too much.
Wow. So if you don't see that pin,
Too much chess.
because if you take with the queen, your sacrifice is in vain,
Yes.
and then you start casting.
You take with the queen.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
that's
still
for
winning,
sure.
by the way.
It's still how? Oh, because there's the check. Then again, you bring the rook. So at the end of the day, the idea of the rook is still. Wow! Look at that! Wow!
way.
No way this is working. Oh, because the king can't defend. Look at that!
Wow.
Wow! But to see this, you must be very bold because look at how many pieces you sacrificed. Yeah, you have
And
to.
remember the queen is hanging, by the way.
Yeah. That's very ballsy, man. I like that. I like that.
No way. Queen is still hanging. Rook is hanging. Let's save
Wow.
our queen.
We can't because there's always the check.
Let's save it here.
Even there's still the check. And the rook down there also. Anytime you bring
Yeah,
that rook,
it's too much. Karanja either versus Mongele. But the actual position in this game, what is it? Let's go to... Yeah, still equal.
but the kind of equal that can turn anytime.
Yeah, anybody can. Yeah.
The kind of equal that.
This is the kind of equal that you can lose.
True.
Okay.
The next one, Kimani versus Ether. Very little time for both.
Yeah, we left it at...
We had lost a bit of faith in in White's position.
Yeah, we left it when the knight had come here.
Yes, but I can see Kimani held on, and she has more time. So let's see what how that came to be.
Trading off those
Hello.
pieces.
Yeah, trading pieces.
Oh, those trades are many, man. That's where now this knight
Oh, that's
becomes,
where the advantage was lost. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I think once the endgame was secure, yeah, the rook comes there. Then now, or then she forcefully traded. I like this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but the
I
endgame...
think it's quite the save for Kimani,
Yeah.
and Ether will have to prove her endgame, a metal over here,
Surprisingly, this knight can come and sit here.
and still be fine.
Still be fine. Then the king can oscillate between these two squares.
It's always good
Might
to have a
come.
draw in the back pocket, as you.
All right, so let's see the next set of games.
I can see Luca now has 25 seconds.
Versus
Omolo.
Omolo, she's just played. We should keep an eye on this. Which other game have we not looked at? I think we are missing out a game or two. Nimba versus Cassidy, that was drawish. Kyle versus Gohil, Kyle has 2 minutes. Luca here, position is slightly better for Ken. Ken has a bit more time. So this is... what happened in this position, by the way? We left it at...
Yeah, a bunch of
takes.
trades, then rook there,
Rook there.
then rook defense, then of course rook
And here if you take
protects
the pawn,
pawn. Yeah.
or
That,
then
yeah,
this,
there's the
this
trade
guy.
of pawns. Yeah.
Okay, so that's why this was played. After this, rook to defend the pawn on b2.
Yes. Then you attack the rook.
Attack the bishop.
Then you take. No, you take. And then now you okay. Interesting move. Interesting. Because the knee-jerk reaction is to take, but taking is also correct.
Taking is correct. Why is taking wrong?
I won't say it's wrong. It's also correct because you want to at least try to make it count for something.
You know, pawn, black was up a pawn the whole time. That's what we didn't note.
Really?
Yeah, really. So what's recommended is this. Is this check?
I'm gonna check.
I'm wondering whether this check works or does anything. Does this? Wait a minute. What? Was there like a winning move somewhere?
Yeah.
Take is wrong. Because of this check. King up. What's going on here? Okay, attack the rook. She's not a move. Let's pick your check first. King takes. Rook here. Check. Push the pawn. Attack the rook.
Wait. Why can't the... Oh, the bishop can check because of the... Yeah, I get you. Continue.
So let's see this other side. Then when the check, then after takes, we can't play here. Why? Pushes the pawn.
Yes. Oh, and there's a runway for the pawn.
There's a runway.
Ooh.
So
Okay, interesting.
So you can't take.
Oh, this is not the easiest position. He only has seconds. He's now working on increment.
And what did he play?
Yeah, he moved the king. Yeah. Now I understand the logic of not taking, because you see, if he takes, he's always better weakness. So you're going to kill this later. But if it's still there, you want it to at least count for something at some point. Even if you don't know what, you want to keep it as an option.
Now he missed what's coming, which was just the bishop going to attack.
Yeah.
And that is really...
And then now, yeah, I like that move so much. Though the engine is not a fan of it, I like the move. And then at this point, check. Because now you see it counts for something.
You have to take.
You see, then now you can move your bishop. So generally, when the piece, it's tempting to trade a piece, you have to ask yourself, okay, do I really have to trade it now? Okay, yeah, so the engine is suggesting a check here, but I think this is just trying to get a draw, right? I think the engine is just trying to get, because you just go back, then the king moves back, then I think the king, the engine is just trying to repeat moves. That's the idea of that check. Otherwise, there is no point going for that.
Wow,
so, interesting.
Okay. So very tense because of time. How is
Kaloki
bet
has
against
15 seconds.
very slightly better? What happened? Kaloki does this a lot. This is what he was doing. This is how he lost his games in the Africa Youth Chess Championship time situation. He's playing a bit faster, but doesn't have the time for it. The position is still very complex, by the way. These pawns are very weak. 6 pawns versus 6 pawns.
But if that pawn gets to h6, might be something.
Which pawn?
This h5 pawn.
If the rooks will still be there, but it's not a guarantee. They will be For example, if I were to play a move like this,
You trade first the rooks.
Oh, look
Okay.
at
Oh, the
that
engine is even
trade.
suggesting knight first. Okay.
knight out.
Uh-huh.
So you have to take here,
Trade.
takes back, bishop is under
And then
attack.
rook check then. Oh, rook takes. Oh, okay.
Take this guy.
The engine sacrificing. Why is the
Oh,
engine
you're attacking
sacrificing?
both pieces attacked.
Oh, that's why. No.
Oh, okay. That would be a serious mistake. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't have time. So those are the kinds of mistakes that can happen when you don't have time.
True. Oh, that's why the engine was going for knight. I was wondering why the engine was going for the knight.
Magana is going
Then now h6. You see, h6 is just a move that just has to happen.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, and now you see the engine is saying, hey, I don't want this guy playing that move. Oh, nice. There's a result. Which game is that? Oh, Cassidy. That's a draw, I'm
That's
guessing.
a draw. That's a drawn game for sure. Let's see.
Okay, so you'll interview?
Please go ahead and do it.
Oh, I interview.
Yeah, just you okay?
I'm okay. Yes. Yes. I want you to feel, yeah? Yeah, well, you can analyze with us just a little bit. Then you can, because there are viewers watching all across Kenya and Africa and the world, because there are some people at Doha from the Chess Club who are viewing the games, because at this point in time, there's a FIDE Blitz and Rapid Championship going on. So anyway, you can tell us a little bit of how you feel from the game, both of you. But then how do you end? A draw. Mm-hmm. Black had an edge. Black being. Okay, so since you're here, maybe you could tell us at what point did you think she had a serious edge? At what point? Because the game is here, we could maybe start from the very top. So this is where it is. Then we'll come to you, Cassidy, to share your.
When I picked your queen, yeah?
Your take.
Yeah.
So we had d4, then f6, then you had the London, then you did not play the London, then you played bishop there, the knight there. So you guys ended up playing something called the King's Indian. Wait, what happened? Oh, there's been a lot of attempted moves, yeah? Sorry. We got there at this point. So when I get to the point where you think she had an edge, let me put the engine off so that you can tell us your natural thoughts. When you get to the point where you thought, because so far this is very normal stuff, they're nothing too fancy. Now, this consolidation of the pawn structure, I think gave black quite a bit. Yeah. Do you have something to say about that? Would you have played something differently going back in time?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have pushed, huh? Because now she picked on c3, then I didn't have any activity
On
here.
the queen side,
It
yeah,
locked,
completely.
Yeah, it locked my position.
Yes. So what would you have played, knowing that?
Maybe bishop a2, because that h2, because that if e5 is coming, huh?
So bishop where?
h2, I don't know.
Bishop h2.
This one.
This.
I
Oh,
think
bishop
so,
h2.
But because e5 is coming,
Okay.
I think I still got
Interesting.
yeah, she still.
And
go
then you will
e5.
still go e5.
Then I pick.
Then you pick.
Pick with pawn.
Pick with the pawn.
Really? Would you
And
not do- okay, no.
you don't fear that your bishop will be completely locked out.
Which was
It was still locked. Out. It was very locked. I just thought this would have given me more counterplay. I didn't have any counterplay at some point.
That's kudos to you. Well played.
I had zero counterplay.
Okay, anyway. So no worries. Yeah, so that was one of the critical points. Then she very quickly traded, very nice. Took, then played knight to c5. And then once again, you brought the bishop here.
That e5 was coming. I wanted to play here, but e5 was coming.
But you see this time you have a pawn on d5. You didn't fade so much. Because you see if this happens, it is always 1%,
okay,
right?
like e5 and then takes with the pawn. That's not
Oh,
good for right? No, you have to go
wait.
back. Like no, the move knight, yeah.
maybe.
or knight here,
And then e5.
then e5.
Like I'm saying.
If en
No,
passant.
no, of course, like not e5. Okay, yeah, I was planning e5 and passant. Then queen e7.
Queen
E7.
Queen e7.
You
And
see,
then like
you've
this
opened up-
bishop.
Yeah, I didn't want
Very
to.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. And so like both my bishops and pieces are more active.
You didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So peek and then peek and then.
You know,
like,
there's also
fix
this.
something.
There's
Knight e4.
yeah, there's this.
So like
94.
queen, bishop here, right?
Yes.
And I'm thinking of bishop takes,
Bishop takes.
Probably.
Then
knight takes or something,
take.
the knight
Right.
takes.
and then queen takes,
Queen
Queen
takes.
D, yeah.
and
Oh, because of this weakness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Even
And then
interesting.
knight e4 is coming.
The
Yeah.
94.
And
Okay.
C3 is also a weakness.
Interesting. Now let's see what the silicon head thinks of all that. So we're here at d5. So if you put the silicon head, you can see, yes, your move is top line. And then after that move, or at this point you had suggested
Yeah, I wanted
knight
to go
c4.
there. Actually, that's
So knight d4, and then
Yeah,
e5,
e5,
and then takes, and then queen, yeah?
Okay,
Queen
yeah.
F6.
Queen there.
Yeah.
And then here, the engine, what is it suggesting?
Yeah, you run back.
You run
no,
back.
No. Wait.
Just activate.
Which is the fatter arrow? This one.
This one.
Yeah.
Queen there. Okay, interesting. So very, very, very solid play. I like how our queens are playing accurately. So takes queen.
No.
No, that's not what happened. We go back here. And then, so you went back, then the knight went to d2.
I thought like in passant at this point was better, right? Instead of you going back and stuff.
I should have picked. Hey, but my position,
Yeah.
my C file would have just
See, I'm
crumbled.
like -1.
Yeah, but the fact that you held this to a draw is quite impressive. Honestly, the moment we saw this, we were not
Yeah, it
very
was
optimistic.
locked out of the game.
Yeah, so the rook came here eventually. Then
I think e5 maybe
rook.
like just go back.
At
E4,
what
like,
point?
I was thinking about e4
at this point,
No, it's not even a suggestion.
I move forward or back.
No, it's okay. Like I'm saying at this point e5, but I'm saying it's not even in suggestions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we move. Oh, what has happened again? This engine. Okay, why does it keep scrolling down? Is there somebody touching this thing?
It's playing itself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, I was wondering.
I'm not
Okay.
even,
What's
I'm not on
happening?
that. I'm not on that one. I'm on a different one. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries.
It's not.
What's the time?
Don't worry, we're almost done.
I wanna go and
Oh, this is deep into the end game. So are we past the point where you thought she had a very big advantage? Would you like to
when I
focus on
picked her queen.
when you picked her queen?
Yeah, I remember when I traded your queen.
Yeah.
I thought now there.
Even me.
So
I
it
thought-
was at this point.
Okay, yeah, at this point.
So
I
takes
missed my advantage.
Yes,
I
yeah.
think so, yeah.
So this point, then you then here, then trade.
Oh,
queen.
no, it was a miss.
Oh, not there.
Uh-huh.
Then rook there.
Then queen there.
Then
Yeah.
queen.
yeah, I
at
see.
this point.
Okay, but
But it's still fine.
Okay, just pick.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
I thought
take.
here you misplayed.
Just pick.
Then
Pick.
you pick to the
G times. yeah.
G. Then
Oh, so it's.
It's actually okay.
and then
Oh,
I think
so you know I was fearing this. So.
well, that's what you played though. You-
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Like, no.
Oh, you played that fast. Oh no.
No, but it's okay. It's still like
still fine.
It's two.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
so it's
yeah.
fine.
Because if I give up this file, my game is over.
Remember,
I
it's
could
only
not.
that if you play this, right?
Oh, so you played actually
Which-
the correct. So it was just
Correct.
drawn. I'm surprised.
Drawn.
Oh,
Drawn.
I thought of this. Come on.
Yeah, I thought you should have attacked
Just
my.
push the pawn.
Push the pawn.
Yes,
Yeah, go and promote. Like that's the main idea.
And
Continue grabbing space and stuff. But I thought rook b1.
the idea being if rook here,
No, like I
No.
have this pawn is coming. If you don't take care, it's gonna promote.
and yeah, the idea being if the
And then
if rook
there's
here,
bishop
I'll
g7.
try to explain to the viewers as well.
Oh,
If rook here, what's the idea? If rook here,
So picking was actually correct.
Wait, can you
if
like
rook,
I thought you would have played bishop f6 attacking. No, but now.
can you like go up so we see the whole point?
oh, we'll see the whole board. Maybe we need to shrink the board a bit there. Oh no, it's getting bigger. There, it's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, we can just refresh it. And then it will appear. There we go. So it was at this point, where was it? King E2? No, a little bit further. Here, no, a little bit further. Rook C2? No, it was a little bit
behind. But
here.
it was already dead draw at that point.
So here. So
Really? I thought.
yeah, I was asking you the question.
Oh.
I was asking the question here. What if after the pawn push here? So after here and here,
I'll have to move the rook somewhere.
what was your plan?
For me as black.
Yes.
I don't think I would
Rook,
move
rook
here.
E8.
I'd move.
Rook E8,
Rook
and then
E8.
my bishop is gonna come on this.
To attack the C3. Very nice. Yes,
That's
Jumba
why
is
I'll
correctly
take
saying.
rook here.
Very good.
Then now you just come
Nice.
to avoid that bishop G7.
Very, very nice. Okay, so at this point, after this, was there any point at which you felt like maybe once again you had the advantage, or maybe something
No,
slipped?
after like bishop, this pawn structure needs dead draw.
It's a dead draw.
Yeah,
You agree?
But there was a sneaky suck over there, but
A sneaky circle with the bishop. Where?
when she played bishop, she could suck here
Yes.
when her rook was on this file and then check. So I
But I tried, and then you.
I came, yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
And then I couldn't pick this pawn. Her attack was faster.
Her attack was faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, very, very nice. I truly appreciate you spending the time and sharing the game. Otherwise, good luck in the next game.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing more action, possibly the result that is different from a draw. Yes.
Congratulations, we have SM Jadon Simiyu.
Oh, Jadon Simiyu.
Won his game
Oh,
against,
nice.
Lenny Matiga.
Oh, nice.
Over to you guys.
Hi.
You can have a look at the game.
Sure. So you want to take this one, yeah?
Yeah, let me take this.
Okay. Awesome.
Where's the other mic?
Oh, very good. Hi, Jadon. We've not finished in such a long way, right?
Yeah, so the results are gonna come in quick and fast, guys. I think a lot of games are ending, so we'll very quickly take this one. Lenny, you okay to talk? It's up to you. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, in chess we give this. Jadon, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Initially, at some point here, I think, I don't know how far you are in the opening. We were just discussing with Ian that you're normally very well prepared in your opening lines.
Yeah.
And everybody now knows you're going to play the Najdov.
Yeah.
But then you'll still play the Najdov. What's with that?
I think it's just about like the Najdov has like so many variations. You can't like just solve it, all of it. Like it usually has so many variations that you can't just like stick to one, because I usually switch from time to time. Maybe like I can play bishop e6 at some point, I can play b5 and bishop b7. Yeah, so like I don't have only one line the Najdov. So
You're following on some great footsteps, Jadon. Garry Kasparov would play the Najdov and guys would not dare play, get into it against him. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave as well. Is that the plan that you need better than anybody else?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So, however, we were debating that in this position, we felt that this move was probably not accurate.
Yeah, I felt the same way, but I was struggling to find out why. I thought of knight takes and bishop takes, also of knight bd7, but I think I was afraid of like knight takes e7, queen takes e7, and the d6 pawn.
So you thought of knight here, then you're afraid of? You can actually just make the moves.
The knight b on d7.
Then knight, what takes here? Queen?
Wait.
The other knight, okay. The other knight.
This knight.
Then takes.
Then I thought of takes, takes, and probably will play something like c4 in my calculation.
And then.
Oh, okay, probably like not now, but at some point, yeah, he'll play
okay.
c4.
Actually, yeah, you can actually play this immediately, and c4 probably becomes very difficult to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So, of course, we had the benefit of the engine, and in this position, we thought, okay, fine, just takes with the knight, because we felt that after this, you maintain your good bishop, or maybe there, or maybe f5 is better because of the square for the knight. But then this pawn is no longer as weak as it was. It's
True.
not really ever weak, and then the square is occupied. You thought this was the main idea, but then you picked with the bishop. Why? You weren't sure, so clear about.
I think I was trying to conserve a tempo,
Yeah.
although it's not as good. Like, after castling in this, like, I thought he has the chance to play c4
At this position.
instead of castling. He has the chance to play c4.
Here.
Yeah, which disturbed my mind a little.
Mhm.
Probably my main idea here was b5.
You'd play b5 anyway.
No, like instead of when he castled, my main idea was b5, queen c8, and queen b7.
Okay.
Then like I bring my rooks to the c5.
Yeah.
But now, I think from this position, b5 would become a struggle. Plus, I thought f5 is a little bit slow.
Yeah, you can't get f5. You have to move the knight away first somewhere.
Yeah.
Which will be probably, let's say, yeah, this, maybe this. You're saying this is a bit slow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you're actually right, because there are a bit of problems starting with this weak pawn on f5. Okay, so this move, were you worried at any point about the pawn on b4?
Not really, because I knew if he had to take the pawn, he needs the queen and the rook. So I had to put pressure on the d5 pawn. Yeah, so
that's exactly what the engine says, by the way, because we thought, okay, fine, you played queen c8. Then if this is played, then you had queen out.
Yeah.
And if this is played, then of course it can't be taken because you're already taking at that point. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fast forward a little bit to, let's say, this moment we thought that your regrouping of your pieces was quite fantastic, really. The bishop comes back to g7, and then now this move did you think this was this such a bad move?
I think so, because I felt like he has like run out of ideas. Although I knew that his main idea was to protect the d5 pawn, but the thing is, like, everything went into ruins after this, because it gave me the chance for e4,
which is a pawn sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a temporary pawn sacrifice. Yeah.
And your knight gets that very nice outpost, and now there's a threat.
Yeah, I don't think queen d4 is the best option. Maybe queen e2 was much better.
And the queen has nowhere to go, by the way.
Yeah, at this point. I even thought of, like, if you hadn't played, like, let's say he plays king h1, I was almost playing like something like knight c5, taking advantage of the queen being on the wrong square. But then I saw some bishop f4 stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
The engine here says just go ahead and play here.
Yeah, I just win.
Attacking the queen in the exchange.
Yeah, I think from what I saw in my calculations, this takes, then take the rook. But I mean, he did avoid some tricks in the middle game that I had planned. It was somewhere over here. So I really thought, like, if he plays bishop f3, I'll be like excited because I know I can play.
Okay.
Yeah, then like after takes, I mean the pawn sack was like going to come anyways.
So you saw it from a while back.
Yeah.
And then rook comes in.
Yeah.
What?
And now the bishop is undefended.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I saw him go for like his hand around the f and e square, I was excited.
You thought the bishop is coming out?
Yeah, but then he played f3, and from there I just knew it's a waiting game. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Jadon, congratulations. Not I know there are quite a number of moves that came after, but then all the way it's decent. How do you feel about this particular tournament? Where is your mind at?
I feel, I guess, honored to play among the best players in Kenya. Of course, I do want to win the nationals, but I also want to learn something new from this tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you put in quite a good shift. Some of us chose you and 2 other juniors to win this event.
Yeah,
and that's a very good start. Get some rest, get ready for your next tournament.
Okay.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Thank you. So
Jadon,
we do have 2 other ladies joining us.
Sure. Okay, so
do you want to talk about this? Okay. Yeah, that's the game between Ita Karanja and Kimani Wanjiru. The game is over, and the result was.
Don't play. Okay. So the result was a draw. One person was really low on time. Actually, both 1 minute to 2 minutes, but they ended peacefully. There was quite a swing at some point in this game where E5 was played a little bit too late, if I'm not wrong. I think this was the game where E5 was played a bit too late, right? Yeah, so this was the only point. White had the chance to play E5 quite a number of times before this. We mentioned in the stream, right here. If we go back maybe 3 moves over here. So the first chance was possibly this point before the rook moved to E1. This was the first point to play E5. And then the second point was after black played knight c6, the second point. Notice it's still fine for white, not that it's losing. Then after this was probably the last, one of the few last moments it would have been advantageous to play E5. Then after this, it became critical to play E5. You can see black really had to play E5. Why? Because you have to make your pieces more, you have to try to cramp black space. Otherwise, black gets very easy open of the light square bishop, and attacking the king side becomes a lot harder. So B5 was played. Now, this is something I'd like to understand. This B5 move, I don't know why it keeps dancing over here at some point. Okay. Yeah, so there is this B5 move. I'd really like to understand, though we're not having any feedback from the players. So at this point, where is B5, B5, B5? Here, B5. I wasn't very clear as to the intention of B5, but this was probably the last point you had, the last chance to play E5. So it went for a knight tour, and then, yeah, so here things got a bit dicey after the E5, because the pawn was lost. There were a few trades, and here there was an intermezzo that was played. So there was this knight F7, but there was the intermezzo bishop here. The idea being that you could first trade, then later on take the knight, or you could still go all the way back and then just take, Otherwise, yeah, a pretty solid game. I don't know why it keeps moving on its own. I think there's a connection between this screen and something there, because you see once again it's neither thing. No, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know why it keeps happening, but otherwise that was the only point. Then when you traded, I think the rooks, the queens, it became a very peaceful affair. So I wish you well in your next games. Though we really wish you could have let the nation see your faces and at least hear your voice. You could just say hi. There's some young girls watching this, and this is the highest level that there is. You guys actually competing for a car. It'd be nice to come and say hi to the nation. Yeah. You never know who's watching. Maybe there's a little girl somewhere in some county who wants to be you. Just come say hi. Then as you go for lunch, because I know they're very, very tired. They've been playing for at least 2 hours, I think. How long? How many hours has it been? 3? You could say hi. She's an FA. That means FIDE arbiter, but with the IA norms. How many? Two IA norms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's called Ether. She was the one playing white, and then we've got. Oh, you're playing black. Oh, sorry. You're playing black. And then we've got Lucy Kimani Wanjiru. There's another Lucy Wanjiru in chess. But her, she's Lucy Kimani Wanjiru, and she was playing white. 2 of the top players in the country. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Awesome. So, and success in next. Awesome.
So, Ian, I think there's quite some drama right now. Mehul is in trouble against Kyle Cooker. We are probably not going to move out of this game for a while.
Oh no.
We.
Or should I say, oh yes?
Depends on which faction you're playing for.
True.
I don't know whether Kyle knows that he's winning. It looks very tricky, this one.
Oh, look at this move. Who do you think of that move?
Yeah,
Wait,
F2.
wait. Oh, because you want to chase the king away. You get it, yeah?
Yeah, but
You want to chase the king away because
Oh,
if
now it's
it
drawn.
takes...
now he's drawn.
Because this was the move, then rook here. If, sorry, not rook, king here, rook, pawn here, rook here.
Sorry,
king takes.
just move. You're saying what?
So the idea was, let me go back. So you want to play this, then rook comes here. If this guy doesn't do anything, okay, yeah, that's why he has to play this.
Okay.
Okay, or even this. So whichever. Then you go back. Oh, okay. The engine wants to
you
check.
go back.
The
Okay.
engine wants to check, but eventually you just go back. Eventually,
I've seen what you mean.
yeah. And then now it
So
becomes
it's like a Lucena position.
yes.
Okay.
And then now, yeah, then it just becomes game over.
But how do you, without a bridge?
And as in, at this point, could you really stop it? As in, I don't think you can stop it. I don't think you can stop it because how do you stop it?
Oh, yeah, you okay, so you have to check again.
Yeah, here you can.
Take?
No, don't take because the move checks. But anyway, okay, apparently you can still take. Apparently you can still take, and this is still lost.
But let's go to the life position. The life position, Mehul has succeeded in drawing.
Not yet, because remember he has 2 minutes to play accurately.
Yeah, but it's not.
Rocket science.
Yeah, this is. If he figures out that, but this could be losing. Let me see. This is losing, isn't it? No, it's not actually. Wow. Wow. Okay, fine.
But
so
it's one move.
Rook
for
endings
any
are hard.
person's loss.
Yeah. One move.
Is there any game? The Mutisia game?
Mutisia, this.
Madelta was here. She disappeared. Oh no, we missed. Oh no.
Okay. So generally, when someone loses a game, I don't think they lost. I think maybe it's either they lost or it's a draw. It's drawish. This position, I suspect it was drawn. We saw all this,
Yeah, we saw.
and it looked
this.
fairly drawish.
Especially after the knight and the rook.
Yeah, we felt this knight was a bit off, and the knight came into a very good square. Yeah, what happened there? This is where we left it. Ooh,
Oh, there was the check. Oh, she didn't want to trade.
yeah.
No, but at this point it was not a request, yeah?
No. I think the idea was that they thought they'd be able to trap the knight, but that's not going to be possible.
True.
Now the check happens. You have to pick. Now you have to be careful as white. White has to be very careful here.
Extremely careful. Oh, look at that confident move.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is one of those positions where, yeah, this is lost.
So very clean conversion. Then now the pawn just comes in.
Yeah, this is terribly lost.
Oh, did you see that? Then there. Then. Oh, she allowed the pawn to just come in. Oh, but the king. Oh, the king now. That was it. Oh, once the queen
Yeah, okay.
was acquired.
Well played,
So,
Mutisia.
Yeah.
Then the other game is Sasha has beaten Joyce. What happened? How did that happen? We had a position, we left it here. Where was it? Did we leave it? There's a place where we just pushed d5, I think. Yeah, this.
So d5.
d5 was pushed. Okay, opening up. This knight can find life on this square.
But then she's also trying to go d6. Wait, she didn't. Oh, the queen is not on it on d2. So there.
Yeah, so the knight is looking for that life. But it's not possible because this knight is there for the time being.
Bishop back, queen, rook. A lot of shuffling around for white. That move, was it necessary?
I'm not sure. Trying to break through, but now this creates weaknesses on the queen side. I don't think that's a very good move.
Okay, you can push at
Now
least to
closes,
reduce.
yeah, that reduces those weaknesses.
Then push again.
You can even close the door, which is
Yes.
done. So how do you lose from here?
That's the question. So takes knight, right?
Knight takes.
Whoa. Okay, then you've been very ambitious.
What's the time situation here for Joyce? She's on how many minutes? 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's lots of time travel, but here.
Oh, the
Lincoln
idea
says
being knight g4, yeah.
Knight b4, yes.
Knight g4 and rook f1.
Yeah, this takes here. Not even knight g4. They're saying let's bring a queen through.
Oh, but eventually that's the goal, yeah. Because queen there, then knight g4.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like if you bring this guy, this move can't be stopped. It's checkmate coming. Checkmate loading actually.
Very fast take, then back.
Then bring the rook
comes.
and you sacrifice the rook there.
Yes.
Wow.
Brutal.
Hard to see with 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah, so there. Oh, she moved back.
Oh, and there's another sacrifice here that was, I think, because of that down to a minute. You can't take
because
back
of
because
that,
of
yeah.
this. So this is night may have happened, not yet.
Oh, the engine is so obsessed with that.
Those sacks are just there. Waiting.
Still. Okay. Then.
More maneuvering.
Okay.
So someone must have tried to win a position that wasn't. What's going on here?
3 pieces versus 2 defenders.
Yeah,
And I think that was the breaking point.
that was the breaking point actually.
Because now
And now it's a bishop.